You can keep on running, but you're running out of track. I'ma keep it coming, that's a matter of fact. I can't hear you.
I was saying he looks old and gray. But he's not old. He's just, it's just colors.
Summertime, summertime. There's only one thing you can guarantee. What is he doing? I don't know. You got a taste for everything we've got. Take your chance while the engine's hot. Forever those in the streets.
He's biting his own arm.
And take a seat. I'm just a lover boy. I'm not cut out to be cruel. Cuddled and corduroy. Is that Josh? What's up, Josh? It's been a minute, yes. Stuck in still. Keeping my lights on low beam. Thinking of living grill. It's true. Loving my dreams. I know what you're on about. I know that you're on. Baby, let me down. I just don't belong. I know what you're thinking. You can take me for a ride, baby. Wish you know I'm never gonna hide. You can keep on lying, but you're running out of tracks. I'ma keep it coming, it's a matter of fact. I know what you're thinking, you take me for a ride. Yes, you know I'm never gonna hide. You can keep on running, but you're running out of track. I'ma keep it coming, it's a matter of fact. I'ma keep it coming, baby, yeah. Coming, baby, I'm never gonna let. You can keep on running, but you're running out of track. I'ma keep it coming, it's a matter of fact.
We're good.
Toby!
Come here, dude. I'll give you some love. Come here, Blue. You're all hungry for my leg earlier, bro.
We're just settling in. We're settling in, guys. We're settling in.
Time to leave.
Yes, yes.
They're like, wait, no.
We're gonna be starting the show soon, guys. New intro. No, I'm kidding. All right. I know, guys. I know. We will find something more relevant. Don't worry.
I'm so sick of hearing everyone be like, where's Zach's merch? Where's Zach's AOT merch?
Yeah, Zach never wears his merch. Not today. You can't make fun of him today.
I came prepared.
Josh. So good, huh, Lex? So good. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Fire. Damn right. Let's see what we got. can't escape it. That was just a shuffle.
Like the first words of the...
Literally. You know what? Fine. We'll do this. We'll start with the OG here. That's more like it. All right. You guys ready? Let's do this. We're starting the show in 3, 2, and 1. What is up, all of my amazing, beautiful friends out there? I'm so happy that we are here live doing another episode. And I want to say that we have missed you guys so much. I have missed you guys personally because you know what? This podcast and seeing you guys live here in chat, joining us. Obviously, we have joining us live right now in chat is our friend I Repent. And that is Josh. Josh, it's been too long, my friend. Josh says it's been a minute. It's been more for me because I wasn't able to attend the last stream. And he said, time to jam. Yeah, that's right.
Damn right, it's time to jam.
Yeah, guys, it's been too long. We have missed you guys so much. We're so excited to go ahead and continue on with the story. And this episode, man, I'm fired up for this one, Zach. I'm fired up because you want to know why? Because of what the title of this stream is called. It's called The Betrayal of Marco Bodt. We know about the betrayal of Marco, and it's so devastating. We know how... We've talked about Marco and the impact that he has as a character, right? For someone who literally is only in season 1, really.
Yeah.
Right? And this character is like, he has such an impact And he is just a victim of literally a circumstance. That circumstance being
he was
being
wrong
in
place.
a squad with all of the traitors.
Wrong place at the wrong time, man.
Oh my gosh! Do you think that
He was set up for failure.
Do you think our squad of traitors were like, you know what? Hey, we need a very kind-hearted individual to balance us out. So let's go ahead and let's bring Marco to our squad.
I guarantee they were like, everyone loves fucking Marco.
We need to balance it
Did
out.
they get to choose? Do you think they were like?
I don't know, because I mean,
You think they were like, back in the schoolyard, team captains?
yeah,
All picked.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, because what are the odds that all of those traitors are like squatted up together?
Yeah,
right. It's one of those things where it's like, I mean, that's not just coincidence, right? They obviously want to make sure they stay close together.
I'm sure
night,
even if it was picked for them, they were like, these three have a chemistry that can't be beat.
Yeah.
And then there's Marco, who's super nice, so let's just throw him in
They're
with
like,
them.
Marco, we need you to balance them out.
But here's the thing,
They all have natural talent and skills,
We need you
and
to
you're
keep
nice.
them.
We want you to live, so let's just put you with the good guys.
Yeah.
Oh well, they made a mistake.
Yeah, they made a big mistake.
If they want him to live.
Do you think that it just maybe depends based on your kind of rank status?
I think
No, it
so.
might.
You have more of a say if you're like, you know.
You're like
Top in the class,
top
you're
of
like,
the
I want
class.
this squad.
And we know that the traders are
Because their
definitely
opinion
top of the
more.
class in terms of the top 10 and stuff. You know, they're there. Obviously, I think that certain people like maybe Annie would go ahead and be higher up there if she gave a shit, right? She obviously
she doesn't.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
Right? But she does give a shit, and we'll see in this episode something very uncharacteristic of her. And I want to talk about it. I'm excited to go and talk about what we're going to be talking about in this episode. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys, and it's going to be very, very sad as well, because we know that we miss Marco so much. We miss him as a
But
character.
this is not what I wanted to see.
Yeah, I know. We don't want to see him do this and stuff, you know. And of course, you know, we'll do the best that we can.
No.
We'll do the best that we can to go ahead and really emulate the images in your guys' mind, and making sure you guys go ahead and can recall the moment as we try to do, again, our best effort of
I'm
voice
excited
acting.
for you. You got a good scream in you today.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll
I was
see.
giving it another listen, and I was like, ooh.
Obviously, this is just going to be in a attack the talk interpretation, but we want to stay true to the source here. And then this is based off of the anime, and I'm excited. So yeah, guys, we'll be covering season 3, episode 15. This episode's name is Descent, and this will be part 1 of our episode breakdown and discussion.
Excited. I have so much to say for this episode.
This is gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be a lot of good discussion here. I do want to go ahead and very quickly we're gonna jump into the episode. Of course, you know, we got to do a recap and stuff. There's gonna be no Q&A or poll question because we did not have that. We decided to go ahead and take the holiday time to go ahead and just kind of take a breather, guys.
With your family.
Yeah, spend time with the family and stuff. You know,
Hope y'all ate a lot of food, ate a lot of turkey, had some food comas. I know I did.
A lot of leftovers.
I had
right?
like 4 plates that I took home of leftovers. Like, I'm not talking like regular, I'm talking like a mountain of food.
Yeah, this is like the people that go ahead and they spend money on the buffet, and then when they're leaving, they're just piling up.
Yeah, you bring your
to go.
Ziploc bags, you shove it in,
You know?
Yeah.
shove it in your pocket.
And then people are looking at them like, you fuckers.
This fucking
dude."
guy's a genius. Gotta get the
They're
best
like, you
bacon.
know what?
It's like going to KBBQ and being like,
it's
I
smart,
need to eat,
but very
14
frowned
plates of
upon.
meat.
It's smart, but frowned upon.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, in this economy,
Yeah,
If I'm going to all you can eat, bro, I will die of fucking overeating
There
before
you
I
go.
let myself lose any money.
See, this guy is just born to be fat gum. You see that? He's
Yeah.
just-
Always running, bro. I'm always using it.
Okay,
up.
hold on. I want Lexi to know what you think fat gum sounds like.
Oh my god, no! Because when I look at fat gum, I think of like the biggest guys have the weirdest fucking voices, and in my head I'm like, fat gum's like, Kirishima, you must do it. And then he gets skinny and then he's all stoic.
And then he says,
so he sounds like Zoidberg when
He's like,
fat.
So it's almost like you're thinking that the fat is like suffocating his throat.
Yeah, the fat is just crushing his vocal cords. He doesn't
But you're
even know what he's
also
doing
kind
anymore.
of sounding like Stitch. You're like, oh, Hannah. Okay, guys, as you guys can tell, we have missed being in front of the cameras.
Yeah.
Got a lot of energy today. I woke up hour and a half ago.
Well, how did you wake up? How are you feeling?
Oh fuck! After the night I had. I'm gonna give Lexi time to cover her ears.
With the climax.
Fired up!
Yes, beautiful. Hey, that was
A little
really,
lightheadedness
really
at
good.
the end of that
You know
one.
what's
That's how
good?
you know it's a good one.
You need to go out there and get some screams in you because you need to have that kind of nice raspiness to your
I need
voice.
to fuck up my
because
voice again.
You are you're gonna be voicing Rhina in this episode.
You're
Bipolarity!
So that'll be cool. Bipolar, yeah, split personality. Yeah, guys. So again, no Q&A, no poll question. Excuse me. We will try to we will do our best together to try to go ahead and recap. I know, Zach, you weren't here for the last episode we did. But yeah, we could try to go ahead and recap it together.
Yeah, episode
Thunder Spears.
14?
Yeah. That was part 2.
Big booms.
Yeah. So I do want to start off by saying that we took the time, right, to go ahead and enjoy Thanksgiving with our family, and then, just take time to go ahead and really not focus on necessarily the kind of like business side or whatever, the whole kind of, putting in the work, what goes into the podcast and stuff, just giving ourselves a break, really, a nice kind of just time of just, clarity and thinking and stuff, and just being, at peace kind of just like, all right, let's just enjoy the holiday, right?
And the holidays were fucking amazing for anime.
That's why I want to go and ask my friends here. And of course, we didn't really even go ahead and introduce ourselves, but you guys know who we are.
You know.
So
who we are.
It's been over 100 episodes. I'm sure you know.
Yeah,
I've been doing
you guys
this for
know.
2 years.
But I want to start with you, Lex. How was your Thanksgiving? Well, what'd you do with your break?
Well, you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
But
We were
it was
over in
fine. We
Arizona.
went to Arizona with our grandparents and our parents, and it was our 3 grandkids, aka our dogs.
Our doggies.
And it was great, very peaceful, a lot of fun, and it was like I had a love-hate relationship with like the very lack of reception and lack of like you like nothing would load on your phones.
Yeah.
Which like
Very limited with,
it sucked
very
for
grandparenty.
like my social media side of like things where like my social media responsibilities with like the other like the men's volleyball account and stuff that I run. But then it also was nice because like I understand why old people just like sit outside. It's nice.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
understand why they just do that. Like
Yeah.
it's just nice.
It was nice to just go out there
And
in
it
the
was
backyard.
nice having Arizona prices and not
true.
God
California prices.
damn, those are good.
And thankfully, we didn't have that Arizona heat.
Yeah.
So it
It
was
was
nice.
like a cool wind. It was desert weather.
It was very, very
what
cool.
was your average temperature out there? Like middle of the day?
Middle of the day,
Like
I'm
your
saying
peak.
we're probably looking at around 65 degrees maybe.
maybe 65, 7.
God, that's nice.
The thing is that it was nice, and even just like you said, going outside and enjoying it, but also like just running around the yard with the dogs and stuff, and all
was
that.
so much
Like,
fun. That's so much yard to run through, and
yeah, like it was cool. It was a great time. Obviously, seeing the grandparents was amazing. We loved them to death, and it's for me personally, I don't like that they're over in Arizona because again, that means that you got to really plan to go ahead and see them and stuff. I
Yeah.
wish that they were much closer so that we can see them more often.
and they aren't really able to drive.
Yeah,
Not like
yeah,
they can just come see
obviously
us.
the
I
travel
also
limitations.
am
and
concerned about the Arizona weather with them being
Yeah.
the age that they are.
stuff. Yeah, but I
But-
mean they're still doing great. I mean they're still
They're
very
still
active
great for their age.
and
They're
stuff.
still
And yeah, so it was nice. It's
amazing.
definitely nice to go ahead and see them. So very cool. Anything else you want to go and talk about? You did. Maybe that was fun for the break that we had. Tell our friends. Josh, you too. Let us know in chat. Like, what did you do to go ahead and enjoy the holiday season, Thanksgiving? I know we're officially in December. So I mean, what do you got
Mariah
planned and
Carey's
stuff? Mariah Carey season for sure. Yeah. So we would love to go ahead and hear.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I really did anything else that interesting.
But it's nice to
the
just go
break.
ahead and just.
It
take
was nice
a
to be
break
able to
and
like
relax.
hang out. And,
Yeah.
I mean, just like chill out. But I did miss my friends. Like the moment that I saw like my friends again, we like hugged each other. It was great.
Yeah. Very, very
But
cool.
it was nice, and everyone kept saying, like, our first day back at school, everyone was like, "You got taller," and I'm like, "You just haven't seen me in a week." But I had like 4 different people being like, "You seem taller."
Really?
I'm like, "Oh, I just got some much needed rest."
I'm just standing up a little bit straighter.
I decompressed my spine because I had more time to lay down.
Yeah, there you
Hung
go.
upside down for a bit, stretched out a little.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Josh said, I just worked, to be honest, nothing crazy, but he did say that we need to see that new Godzilla movie. He saw it last night, and it was
There's a new Godzilla
probably,
movie?
he says, probably the movie of the year.
That's a big,
Whoa.
bold claim to make there, my friend.
movie of the year.
This year's been a very good year for cinema. I don't think you realize Across the Spider-Verse still came out this year,
Yeah.
and that's like up there for me without a doubt. I love
Yeah.
Into the
Didn't
Spider-Verse.
so did Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
They came out over summer.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That Godzilla movie had a
Whoa,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Yeah, there you go. Josh says that Godzilla movie had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
Okay, so is this like in select theaters, or is this just out open public in all theaters, or is
or
this
is it
like
on streaming platforms?
yeah,
too?
streaming platforms? Like
Let's do a little bit of research.
yeah. If you can find something, Lex, let us know because
I
that's,
didn't even know there was a new Godzilla movie.
you know what's crazy is that like
I didn't know
Godzilla
that
was
either.
my shit growing up. Like you guys remember Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. The Blockbuster days and stuff. You
dude.
know, going out there and renting. You know, just
It's called -1. Godzilla -1.
Okay, what is it available on? Is it just in theaters?
I had a friend watch it last
It
night too.
currently
He spoke
has
very
a
highly of it.
97% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Wow.
8.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
Damn.
It released 2 days ago, Friday,
Wow, fresh.
and it's available.
Japanese. You don't even need to be a fan to
Sub.
enjoy it.
It's only in theaters.
In theaters? All right. Might have to go ahead and...
I know what I'm doing when I get off work tonight.
There you go, bro. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they have a 7 p.m. showing today, so.
Godzilla was my shit for sure. I remember going to like, you know, video rentals and stuff like that with my parents and always getting Godzilla stuff. And it usually was the same movies too.
Always. It was always, I would skate on my little penny board down to the Blockbuster down the street. It was either Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
Godzilla, or Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Dude, good stuff. Those Dragon Ball movies, like Dragon Ball Z movies, oh man.
Bro,
They're
the
so
OG
good.
Broly movie
Yeah.
can't be beat.
Good stuff. Well, thank you so much for that, Josh. I mean,
Oh,
we
you
got to
said
go ahead and
it's
keep an
in
eye on it.
Japanese.
Yeah, in Japanese.
Cool.
So
So
excited.
we'd have to go ahead and check that out for sure. Zach, I want to ask you now, my friend, what'd you do for your break? How was it?
Shit ton of food.
A lot of food?
A lot. I went to visit my mom's side. All of the best fucking Peruvian dishes.
Really?
My top tier item from Thanksgiving, without a doubt, my prima made lobster mac and cheese.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I took the whole tray. I was like, does anybody else want this?
You claimed it as yours.
I was like, take some before I'm taking it home. I'm leaving. And like, there was like 40 of us and like 3 people were like, take some. And I was like, I took home 2 of those big ass metal tins.
yeah.
It was great.
At least you gave people a warning. You gave them an opportunity.
Always. They always,
you know?
they get a warning and then I take what I
And
want.
you take what you want.
But I got to see a lot of my friends on Thanksgiving afterward. I saw one of my closest friends, Casey. He was in town. Just like he said, tackle hugs. Me and that motherfucker full sprinted and fucking just boom, trucked each other. And then immediately it was just who can get a fucking arm bar or a chokehold or something. Then I saw a couple other friends. We dog sitted for my friend's boss. So we were all just hanging there in Long Beach. Super nice house. And after that, yeah, I've just been running around. Got to unload Christmas trees yesterday.
Okay.
Had a 2-day drive down over here because we did the Christmas sales for the old middle school. And I'm always the first one there because when they open that back door, oh, it's
There's
the
the smell
best
of pine.
smell. It's the best smell. And then I also get to let out some stress because we'll back the truck up and I'll just start chucking trees out of the truck.
Yeah.
It's great.
Nice. I want to ask you guys very quickly though. When is it to you? When is it when it's like, oh, okay, now this feels like Christmas season? What is it that turns a switch?
Yesterday morning when I take out those Christmas trees, that's when I'm like, it's Christmas. I got my tree. I hosed it down, got all the spiders off of it. It is now up and pretty.
So it's when you're getting ready to go ahead and get the tree up and stuff. That's for you when it feels like the holiday
The
season.
second I see a tree, I'm like, it's Christmas.
Okay. What about you,
Ready.
Lex? When does it feel like Christmas to you?
For me, I don't allow myself for it to feel like Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
The day after Thanksgiving, then I allow myself to start noticing.
Okay,
Christmas
but
stuff.
what is the first like indicator that you're like, oh, is it music? Is it like decorations?
I want to say
Is it-
music,
or is
but
it just
they've
the
been
fact-
playing music really early. So then,
been
like,
trying to
if
avoid
it's
it.
been before Thanksgiving,
I've
Bro,
been
they've
avoiding
been
it.
playing music since
Yeah.
November 1st on
Yeah.
like a bunch of
Yeah.
radio stations.
I've
I'm
been
like,
avoiding
hell
it.
no.
like even when I like went to the stores for like some last minute like Halloween decorations, it was
Yeah.
all Christmas. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what? It's always when the Spotify Wrapped comes out.
Oh yeah.
That's
there we
when
go.
you know it's like, okay, Thanksgiving's over. It's
That's a great
Christmas time.
segue here because I do want to say huge thank you to all of our amazing friends that had us in their top podcasts.
Top
that
listening podcast.
I saw
Thank
that.
you.
that
You
means
guys are awesome.
so much to us because
That's
again,
incredible.
you guys are taking time out of you guys' precious days to go ahead and just, you know, join us on this adventure that we talk about. Just an amazing anime. And again, guys, it means so much to us. We love you guys so much. And again, you guys are our strength and our heart in going forward with this whole adventure. And you guys motivate us so much. And again, we're so, you know, just eternally thankful. And yeah. Oh, hey,
And
whoa,
what
Kyrie,
an
what's up,
entrance.
dude? Guess
My
who
son!
is
He's
back?
got the cool guy shades on and everything.
Yeah,
What
there
an
you go.
entrance.
Kyron, what is up, my friend? I hope that you had a great Thanksgiving. Let us know what you did. We were just talking about what we did for Thanksgiving and all that, and even just the break. You know, we took time to go ahead and just allow ourselves to just relax, take a break before we decide to go ahead and jump back into the podcast. But I hope that you've been doing well, my friend. I see that you're still kicking ass over with the photography. Keep doing your thing, man. We're so
busy with that, man.
We're so freaking proud of you, man. You know, again, it's just everything that, you know, any of us want to ever just go ahead and venture into in life. You know, it takes a lot of effort and stuff, you know, even for us. Like, you know, we talked about how voice acting is something where we would love to do, right? And we know that it takes effort. So that's why, you know, me and Zach are trying to go ahead and grind it at, you know, linking up daily, or I should say weekly, to go ahead and try to just, you know, work on our range and stuff, you know, and also with the podcast as well. It's fun for us to go ahead and, you know, talk about, again, these episodes in depth discussion and do our best to bring these characters to life with our voices, you know, so it's something that's very, very fun for us. But again, Kyron, you are just kicking ass, man. You're doing great work with your photography, and we wish you just nothing but the best and all of your dreams and aspirations, man.
Yeah, Kyron, come on down to SoCal and do my graduation photos.
And again, Kyron, we would love to go ahead and link up, man, some point in the future. It's going to happen. It 100% is going to happen. I know that for a fact. It's just about scheduling and all that and stuff for sure. But again, same thing. We would love to go and travel to you. But if you by chance or find yourselves over in Cali, you know, go ahead and reach out to us. We'll go ahead and find a way to link up, man. And yeah, that would be just an awesome experience just to even meet you in person, man. You know, we would love that. And just so that we can go ahead and just freaking give you a hug, man.
I know, dude. I'm fucking happy for you. I always say, if you love what you do, you'll never feel like you're working a day in your life. And I feel like you love what you do. And I feel like you're making progress, you're making traction. And I can't wait to fucking see you taking pictures for Vogue one day, brother.
Dude, imagine? That'd be cool.
Then you're going to put us up on there.
I do have to say, though, if you go out there and you're trying to take pictures of me at least, I'm going to be nervous as hell. You're going to have to go ahead and give me the guidance and give me the instruction, because I'm just going to stand there awkward as fuck, just be like,
Pose me.
What do I do with my hands?
I am.
What do I do with my, okay, oh, you want me to smile? Okay, do you want me to, you know, so I'm like, oh, very cool. So first off,
I like skips and hops. That's cart mentality for me. It's cart mentality.
I actually just got home Friday from touring, but seeing how small the world is, California is basically a skip and a hop away. Let's make it happen. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. That'd be awesome. For sure. He and Kyron also said they spent Thanksgiving with his family. That's very, very cool, man. And that's how it should be, you know, just spend time with the family and stuff, you know. And that's exactly what we did, like Lexi said. And yeah, it was nice. It felt nice to go ahead and just take a break. It felt nice to go ahead and just kind of, you know, just channel in that kind of like just Zen mindset a little bit. Sometimes the way life happens, and it happens very quickly, especially with the holiday season very, very abruptly happening. Once Halloween ends, everything kind of just like, whoa, happens so quickly,
everything gets
you know?
speed run.
And so it was nice to just, again, take time to just breathe, take time to just enjoy life and with people that we care about and stuff, you know. So it was nice for sure. And it was. I had a great Thanksgiving. I've been doing well with this break, and I'm feeling happy. You know, I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling very, very thankful. Obviously for my family, for my friends, and for my AOT fam, of course, for everyone who is a part of this and everybody outside of it. That means a lot to me. So, but Christmas is right around the corner.
Oh my God!
Before you know it, we're gonna be wishing you Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I know, it's gonna be crazy, but I'm so glad that you guys are here with us, man. I'm just so freaking happy. But yeah,
beautiful Sunday, man. I was driving, I was like, wow, it's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice day, huh?
It's nice outside.
All right. Kyron says, Zach, I bought my girlfriend and I that same jacket, but mine was a bit tiny, so I couldn't wear it. Also, we should do a Christmas shoot.
Yes, please.
That would be awesome.
I will say, I was reading the reviews and I saw that it ran small, especially after a wash. And
that is overseas, right? That's over in.
Yeah. It's shipped from, I believe it's a Japan distributor, and they always have smaller sizes. So I got a double XL, and it actually fits pretty goddamn perfect after a wash. Like, it's right to the wrist.
It does. It is like a perfect fit.
I was like, ooh,
and it looks good.
It's actually really cozy.
Yeah. So very cool. That's so freaking cool. You guys all have the same jacket. Hell yeah.
God, we could twin in our photo shoot.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. So anything else we want to talk about? Anything that comes to your guys' mind, or should we go ahead and try to just jump into it?
Last thing before, because you guys were talking about enjoying outside, been going in my backyard a lot, and I'm learning guitar. I got loaned a guitar.
That's right. I'm sure.
I'm super excited.
For anybody that saw the beginning of our stream here,
I was playing AJ's untuned guitar.
We were just, just I'm
learning a couple things.
Vibes.
Yeah.
I have one song that I've been practicing. I'm doing something that I never thought I would do. I looked up the chords and tablature, for a country song.
Wow.
But it's not like pop country.
Future
No.
country artist?
No, I'm not the next fucking Luke Bryan or fucking.
Yeah, as long as it's not pop country.
Maybe lock them doors and turn them lights down low.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo! No, we're
What's
not
the next
doing that.
line?
Put some music on that soft and slow. And baby, we ain't got no place
What's
to
the next
go. I hope you want. I can do that whole song.
Tasha, you'll be the yodeling kid.
Oh,
no.
All I want to do.
It says ye doggy.
Hell yeah.
Doggy.
Alrighty, guys. I love it. I love it.
Sick blues.
And Zach, you said potential future band, right?
Yes.
Potential.
So I have two friends.
Bobby, what the fuck, yo?
Bobby!
Is this Bobby?
Is this
Bobby?
real life?
Bobby!
Is this
Hi,
Bobby?
Bobby.
Is this the
Oh
Bobby?
my God!
Is this Bobby?
Graced with the presence.
Bobby, what is up,
love it.
man? Why are we singing country?
He's like, what podcast is it?
No, it's
don't
because
know, bro.
Bobby. I started playing guitar, and I
Zach's
never
gonna
thought
be a
I'd do this,
country
but
artist.
I'm learning the tablature for a country song that I really like.
Yeah, it's running a
But-
country band.
Yeah, I have two friends. I have one that plays guitar who loaned me one, and then I have a friend who plays bass. And me and him, we also all love hers. So he was like, we could be the next reincarnation
yeah.
of hers. And me and him were like, AJ could do vocals.
Yeah, dude, I would love to. You know how I am when it comes to singing in public. It's kind of like about it, but when you sing karaoke, it's fine. It's fun, but I feel like I was able to go out there and kind of break down some walls a little bit with that
Yeah.
talent show. You know, where I was like,
it was
oh,
good.
man, you know, it's something where I was like, I was so nervous. I went up there. You can even tell I was nervous at the start of it, but then once I found that kind of like that soul, found that kind of funkiness, and it just kind of just did my thing, not even worried about anything in front of me, like. You really is. You feel that kind of adrenaline
Perform to
afterwards.
yourself, bro.
You
Just
feel
perform
that.
to
You feel that
yourself.
energy afterwards. You know, so it was like it felt good. And plus, I've told you guys before. I
AJ
know
got a
I did
taste
good.
of stardom.
I know I did good when a girl actually sings and was a singer and does singing for her brothers, like background tracks and stuff like that. You know, like the fact that I was in her head. The fact
Yeah.
that I changed her game plan.
He was like, oh, I need to.
The fact that, you know, I
AJ's.
spooked her. I knew. I was like, damn,
She
okay,
had
I
to
did
pull
good.
out the reserve songs.
So yeah, bro. Honestly, like that sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like a lot of work, of course, too. You know, so I got to work on my my writing skills when it comes to trying to come up with some music and stuff.
we got you. I'll do the writing. I
We'll
got
do
you.
melancholy. We'll do love. We'll
Gotta
do
hit
just
all the notes.
random ass shit for sure. You know, we'll sing a song about Twinkies or something. You never know who.
We'll do
knows.
some ginger root stuff.
You know, hey, there you go.
Hey,
you saw that ginger that got signed.
Love that.
I do.
There
It's
you
in my
go.
bag at all times.
Oh yeah, Eddie, what's up,
Yeah.
Eddie? Let's fucking go.
And then just to know, Kyrie
yeah.
said I got a Funko Pop Warhammer Titan I want y'all to sign when I come to do the photo shoot.
no doubt.
You bet your ass,
Yeah.
bro.
I need
Yeah.
all our
yeah.
signatures.
Hey, you know what? We got to get your freaking signature too, man.
I know, you're-
you know, we'll
You're doing
figure
big
out.
things.
I know, bro. I need you to sign the photo of me. I need you to sign my headshot.
Sign the jacket.
Kyrie, sign my jacket, bro.
Sign it, bro. Sign it.
You can put it right next to the wings.
There we go. There we go. Honestly, that would just be an absolute pleasure
Oh my God,
and
who signed-
honor.
Who signed your jacket? I'm like, oh my God. It's this amazing photographer. His name's Kyron.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? The thing is, Kyron's doing his thing, man. No doubt. If you know, if any of us continue to go out and put in the work and the hard work, you know, and go through the roller coasters of highs and lows, you know, hey, you never know what can happen in the future for any of us. But anything worth striving for is going to take just a ton of work. That's just what it is, you know. Unless you're a nepo baby or something, you
Yeah.
know. Then there you go.
And then it just kind of comes to you.
Yeah, there you go. But hell yeah, that'd be an honor, and we would obviously, you know, love to do that. But
As long
again,
as you sign my jacket.
for
I'm dead
us-
serious.
just even linking up with you, my friend, would just be an absolute honor, and it would be a great experience for sure. But we're so glad that our friends are here. Obviously, as I mentioned, Eddie is here. Eddie, what is up, my friend? I hope that you're doing well, and hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And yeah, guys, this is gonna be a fun freaking episode, man. A fun one. It's gonna be also, again, talking about roller coasters. It's gonna be an emotional one
Yeah.
as well. We know that Marco is near and dear to our hearts as a character, and a character that we wish would have continued living in this storyline, but his spirit lives on through characters like Jean, right? Jean knows that he is using Marco's death as motivation. He's the reason why he is a scout. And yeah, like, oh no,
Yeah.
not this episode.
I
The gang is all here, damn right.
Bobby, you chose the perfect
This is
time
the
to come
perfect-
back.
this is the perfect
We're
one, bro.
crying today,
Yeah.
brother. We're crying today.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Nate says hi.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, Nate was in town
Nate
for
was in town.
Thanksgiving.
All right.
Spent some time with baby bro. He says hi. Would love to come see you guys. I think he's gonna come down for Christmas. So.
Yeah. Dude, we've had him on the pod once, so we need to get back.
Yeah.
We need to get him back on for sure.
I told him. He said he would love to.
Yeah.
And then what was I gonna say? Oh, he's gonna help me start streaming.
Really?
I'm gonna start streaming. Just
Was it gonna be about guitar, or just gonna be just about?
Not yet.
Are you gonna turn into a vlogger?
Yeah.
No.
You're
I'm
turning into a
gonna
vlogger?
start streaming.
What is up, guys? It's Zach Attack here.
Because you know,
Fired up.
oh my god.
Comment down below if you're fired up. Leave a like.
The fire
Don't forget about
emojis
that
in
bell.
chat.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, it's just because I've noticed like I've had a lot more time to kind of do what I enjoy. Like I've been playing Smash Bros a shit ton. I've been playing a lot of video games lately because why not? I've gotten back into it.
Yeah.
And
So you're gonna stream all your
I'm
games?
copying your setup is what I'm gonna do.
Do you know where the setup is? From copying Nate. So
Yeah.
there you go. It's a
We're in
freaking
the
circle, bro.
But yeah, he's gonna come in. He's gonna help me out.
There you go. This is Add Me, Zach. On Smash. Oh,
Oh, you're
shit.
done, bro. You're done. Don't even give it. You don't understand. Like, I used to be shit, and now I'm good. Like, I'm at the point where people are like, fuck, I don't want to play with you. And I'm like, yes. Yes.
The thing is, I've seen firsthand. I've seen Zach's competitiveness when it comes to gaming, and
Yeah.
if he's not good at something, especially with
fucking
like
grind that
jump
shit
forwards,
out.
you're just like,
Oh!
hold on, let's do it again. Damn it, okay,
Yeah, again.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna
And
say,
then you finally
I
you
fucking
won,
got that shit, and I went on a streak, baby.
and then you're like, all right, I can leave now, because you're like, you just needed to get like a victory.
I
You
just
needed to
needed
win.
it. You gotta end on a dub. But nah, run that shit, bro. You're done,
Yeah,
bro.
that shout out again to another Marco that that have near and dear to
The
our
other
hearts
Marco.
as well. Yeah, so
Oh,
shout out
fuck
to
it
Marco
off.
as well.
I'm gonna come
Oh, he
for
cut
him.
his hair.
What?
What?
No!
Yeah.
How short is it?
It's kind of like, it's kind of just like a shorter shaft.
Okay, what season Aaron are we talking here? Because
It's kind of giving season, like end of season 3, Aaron.
okay,
That's
all right.
fine. I like that.
All right, and it's
I was,
season
like,
3 when he's
asking
kind of
Luca-
like he's got that like he's you can tell he's kind of growing it out.
It's like really like he's got like the little fringe up here and it's a little shaggy and it probably ends about here.
Humble me.
And I was like asking, I was like, oh, so how? I was asking Luca and I was like, so did Marco cut his hair? Because I saw their photos from their Thanksgiving getaway, and he was like, yeah, Marco one day was just like
Just impulse, huh?
yeah, just impulse,
Wow.
was just like I'm done, and he just cut it.
His hair was really long,
I know it was getting really long.
but it looked good though.
Yeah.
Remember we had him on the pod and he was facing the fans, and then
I
his
know,
hair
everyone
was
was
just
like, what's with the Fabio
Blowing in
hair?
the
And it
wind.
was just-
Have the angelic light on him and everything.
Yeah.
Also, Kyron, bro, I'm fucking. I'm gonna get your ass. I swear. He's fucking telling he's gonna humble me.
Yeah, humble, bro. You never know.
After a 5-month hiatus, bro, nah. You better start practicing.
All right, guys, all fun
Oh,
stuff.
and speaking
for
of hair,
sure.
Santi shaved his head.
What?
Yeah, it's like a.
What is,
long
hold on.
buzz
What
cut.
is this impulse here of everybody cutting their hair?
I'm not
Well,
cutting my hair for the next like 2 years.
He wanted to do it. Also, I'm the one that did it. He asked me
Wow.
to do it because he was like, I want my hair to grow back. He's like, I need a change. And also, I want it to grow back curlier.
Okay.
And plus, if it ended up looking bad, it's fine. It's winter. Just put on a beanie.
That is true. I mean, we're approaching beanie season.
But I
for
was
sure.
really worried, and I started shaving. I was like, oh gosh, I don't know how this is gonna look.
So you just full on shaved? Is that you didn't just buzz his
Was
head?
it a no
It
guard?
was no, it was a size 16, very thick guard, very thick. So it was like this thick.
Oh, so he didn't buzz his
Yeah, he
head.
didn't buzz his head.
It wasn't. That's what I said. It was like a very long buzz. It's not like.
Oh, okay. So he's kind of just got like a crew cut looking thing.
Can he style it,
it
at
looks
least?
like a buzz cut. No, it's too short.
Oh.
It looks like a buzz cut.
All right.
But I was really worried when I started going, and then I was like, "You actually have really nice hair." And he was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "My friends are saying that I have too weird of a head shape for it." And I was like, "No." And I was like, "It's great." And I was like, "Actually, you don't have a bad hairline either." I was worried that this was going to look horrible, and I was just going with it because you're paying me.
Still, I can guarantee there was a bit of regret. Usually
mean,
when you
his-
go out and you cut your hair like that, you're just kind of like,
Then he
Oh,
saw
I know that
he didn't
feeling.
tell. He didn't tell anyone.
I know that.
even though I tell
feeling.
this fool right here, I'm just like, don't cut your hair, bro. I like when you had the long hair look. And then next thing you know, next time I see Zach, he's all freaking looking like he's like corporate Zach or
I
whatever.
know.
Bro, I look like Ken. I was just.
Corporate Zach.
It was a corporate phase.
It's terrible. Never again.
But he like got it done, and I was like, "Oh, so like, does your girlfriend know?" And he was like, "No."
Great.
He was like, "I didn't tell her," and I was like, "Cool."
Very cool.
I was like, "What about your family?" And he was like, "No." He was like, "But I'm seeing them tomorrow."
Absolute impulse.
I was like,
I'm sure everyone was
"Okay." No, yeah, they were like, "What?
like, "Who are you?"
Who is that?"
yeah.
I guess his parents didn't didn't really like it, but they were like, whatever.
Well, the thing is,
your own person.
whether you like it or not, there's nothing you do about it now.
Yeah.
That's the thing, you know?
It's not your hair. What are you gonna do? Pin him down? Fucking
Yeah, I don't know.
shave it more?
But I get that though.
Glue
I
it
get
back
that though.
on.
I totally understand where it's like the whole appearance changes. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know
Like,
whenever
you just
cut your
needed
hair.
a
But like
change.
for me, I remember even just there's times where like I have the full long hair and I have a beard and stuff like that, and then there's times where I'm like, you know what? Fuck, I'm just gonna get rid of the hair and the beard. I remember when I was working over my city job and stuff like that. I did that one time. I went into work. I walked in, staff uniform and everything. Went over there, go put my stuff away. Nobody even said hi to me, right? And all of a sudden, it wasn't until afterwards we're like, oh shit. That's AJ or whatever
Yeah,
and stuff like
I
that. I'm like,
recognize
oh,
The one
hey,
person
guy.
notices it.
You know, just absolute baby face and stuff like that with a freaking full on kind of just like clean look and stuff.
AJ
you
was
know?
like, I'm gonna shave off literally like 7 years right now.
yeah. And what's
Yeah.
crazy is that like, I look so much younger
You do.
when I have like full on baby face and like the clean kind of look or whatever and stuff like that. It's so crazy.
That's when AJ gets the question
young.
and he's like confused. They're like ID and AJ's like, huh?
And he's like, I'm
yeah.
what?
What?
Yeah. And what's crazy is that like, I can't even remember the last time I had short hair. I don't even remember. I've always just had long hair for like.
Let's keep it
was
that
the
way.
last
I like the
time-
hair.
It was the last time.
Don't make my mistake.
Did it just to do it like 5 years ago?
Yeah, it was probably like 5 years ago. Huh?
Yeah.
It definitely was obviously pre-COVID.
Yeah. Pre-COVID.
You know, because my hair was starting to grow, and that's when you even bleached my head and stuff. You know, for
And
sure.
then no one was cutting their hair during COVID. I mean, and if they were all doing it themselves.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. I was doing my own wolf cuts.
Yeah.
I didn't get a fucking haircut for 2 years, baby.
Yeah, and it was a good look, bro.
And I chopped it off. God damn it.
Give it another 2 years. Right? You said 2 years.
2 years. I'm 6 months in.
Very cool. Very cool. I know that for me, I know like some of my friends and stuff like that, especially that we have here in chat. You guys were saying, you know, hey AJ, grow out the beard, grow out the beard, grow out the beard. I know that I got a lot of beard love for sure, and I appreciate that. But again, for
Okay,
me,
it'll come in like 3 weeks.
yeah, 3 weeks and stuff, you know. But I don't know. I don't know.
I like the mustache.
I think I'm not
like
going
it.
beard. I think I'm not going beard for a little bit. You know, I just, you know, let the chin breathe a little bit.
Let the chin breathe.
You know,
Crimson chin come out for
It's
a little
not
bit.
November
I'll let
anymore. You can shave now.
yeah, that's true. Dad was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Freaking getting rid of the
Looking forward to
beard.
Shaving finally.
Stuff, you know. All right, good stuff, guys. We love facial hair talk.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Yes.
about hair.
Talk about
Like
hair.
really, you guys ready to start? Wait, let's talk about hair for
Let's talk
another
about
20
hair.
minutes.
All right, guys. So again, this is episode 15 of season 3. This is Descent, and this is part 1. But before we do that, of course, we gotta try to do our best to recap what we talked about last podcast, which is what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
2
about
weeks
2
ago.
weeks ago.
So what we need to understand is that Thunder Spears were introduced, and they made a statement.
Yes.
Because they use their Thunder Spears against the Armored Titan, right? Obviously, we know the Armored Titan is Rhina. Obviously, we know this episode what it's going to go ahead and talk about, because, again, the title of this stream is called The Betrayal of Marco Bodt, and that's because Marco comes across a couple traitors. He realizes, right? And that is when Rhina reveals himself again
Yeah, again.
to be the Armored. And so now that we had that moment where back over in Shiganshina district where everything first started, where we had our first breach, where the Colossal and the Armored first appeared, right? Eren is there holding down the fort, trying to distract Rhina. Rhina falls for the distraction, right? He understands that Irvin is, you know, he's got tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Everyone's just standing
He has
there,
tricks up
sleeve
his-
in the wind.
He has tricks up his
Tricks
sleeve.
in his sleeve.
You know, but Rhina falls for it regardless. He knows that, hey, I got to go after this fool anyways. And so he's battling Eren in the center of Shiganshina. And Eren, well, from what we understand from Hanji, is that Eren is trying to create an opening
Yeah.
where his allies, Hanji and the other
swoop
scouts,
in.
can go ahead and utilize this new weapon, which are the Thunder Spears. And then
Yeah.
we had that whole moment where Hanji
The
goes and
flashback for explaining
goes and
That
explains.
it's not a rod, it's got a pointed end, which makes it a spear, dumbass.
Yeah, exactly.
Go away.
All right.
Go away.
Shout out.
Anyways.
no, that's Code Lex. Code Lex.
Yeah, it's cool
We
like
got
that
it covered. We're
later.
good.
Fandomion.
We're set. We're good.
But yeah.
Yeah.
The whole like, and then
She decides to
Trying
go
it
ahead
out on a
and,
tree.
yeah, show them. They go ahead and it gives the class an example. As the class literally, they're all covering their ears. They're all literally look like they're fearful of their life. They're like, oh my gosh, what happened? Literally, Hanji says it's like a lightning strike.
Yeah.
Right. And the impact is crazy. I mean, we see this solid foundation
Completely changes the game.
of a tree
Yeah.
that is completely broken from
Yeah,
its
completely, like,
from its
snaps
base,
it.
from its trunk, you know, and so obviously displaying that it's very, very powerful.
Coconut.
And then I'm gonna real quick get off of Wi-Fi. I forgot to do that
Am I? I'm not. Oopsie.
because I'm starting to see things a little buffered over on our end, but it's better.
Ooh, tomato.
So
Coconut.
So Hanji displays the Thunder Spears, and then Aaron is actually doing his best effort, and he's actually like doing well against Rhina again, because we know that the previous time that they battled, right? Rhina's just imposing brute force where he's trying to just use his strength over his opponent, and it works majority of the time.
When using
Most of
brawn
the time,
over brain.
right?
Unstoppable object versus an immovable force.
Yeah. And then the thing is that Aaron was able to utilize such techniques as, like, we see him using jujitsu and stuff.
Yeah.
We see him using certain kind of, techniques where even in that moment we talked about, right, with the last episode we did, he's able to go ahead and after getting tripped up by Rhina, he uses Rhina's force against him by trying to get him in the submission hole, which is the Kimura, right? And then he's able to go out there and use his weight, his power to flip him off of him. Yeah. And again, it's just Aaron utilizing the technique.
Being
using
smart.
jiu-jitsu and judo. This motherfucker finally learned some MMA.
Now, is that because of just constant training, or is that because of one specific person? Because remember, Annie also had an influence on Aaron.
I was going to say that. It's 100% inspired by Annie. I'm sure he trains and does his own shit.
Yeah.
But Annie's the one that really kind of like knocked him on his ass the first time. And he was like, oh shit.
Yeah, where she was using Aaron's weight, right, over eagerness against him, and then
Judo
she
chucked
even
his ass.
got him like in a chokehold and something like that, where he's like, oh, okay, Annie, okay. And then what ended up happening is that Aaron used that technique on John when John was being a butthead.
Yeah.
And then even Annie was kind of like, whoa.
Cool.
Okay.
Maybe
cool.
his ability's mimicry. What?
Oh. In a way, it kind of is, because doesn't he even like try to use the same
then
hardening?
He gets the hardening, and then
He literally is just a fucking.
suddenly he has the coordinate.
Yeah, the coordinate too.
I'm gonna call it the navigator.
The navigator, yes. He's the navigator.
The Nami.
He's the navigator,
Suddenly he
Armin's the
has,
narrator.
the coordinate, and then he's a colossal.
And then he's God.
Dude, there's just too many that are like lining up right now.
He is all.
Aaron
Which
is
is
all.
unfortunate, because we know that Chiron is the one that brought up that information to us that really blew our minds, but I'm so kind of, I don't know, I'm upset the fact that we never really saw it in full force with Annie as the female Titan. We didn't really see her really even, I don't know, we didn't get the official answer of like, this is my power, mimicry, or something,
mimicry.
I am a woman.
But
her power is just being a woman.
yeah, so at the end, again, Aaron is using the same tactics, right? He's using specific techniques to pretty much get the advantage over Rhina. So then Rhina and Aaron are at this standstill again, right? But Rhina is kind of a little more open. He's not as shelled. He's not as kind of like, I don't know, prepared, I guess. Maybe he's even kind of at a loss that like, wait, like this is happening again. Who knows?
Throwing off his game.
But then that is enough of an opening, at least that Hanji sees. Because then she is in full-on pursuit, using her ODM gear to go ahead and head straight to Rhina. Rhina sees them coming. Rhina's like, what the hell are they going to do? They're just a couple soldiers.
Yeah.
They can't They're blades. Nothing can go and hurt me. Why are they approaching me? Next thing you know, Hanji is accompanied by another badass character in Mikasa, right? They both have Thunder Spears. They both literally appear right in front of his face. They both throw one Thunder Spear in each eye, right? And then that's when the realization happens.
And he was like, oh crap.
That's when Rhina's like, oh shit, they can go out there and hurt me because it happens.
Like, where's my nuke?
Yeah.
Where to go?
It happens. They're able to go out there and again, really surprise Rhina. Rhina is now kind of exposed and stuff like that. And then we see the cavalry arrives with the other scouts, the other Levi squad members, and they go out there and they free up the Nape, right, by destroying the armor off with just a full-on barrage of Thunder Spears. It works. It works so well to the fact that Connie goes flying off and stuff like that. He lands over on a freaking rooftop, and then they're even all surprised, like, oh, it actually worked.
Like, this is cool. We like this. This is awesome.
But then what does Hanji say? Hanji tells them to finish the job.
Oh, yeah, because they're all
And what do we see?
Yeah, why are you just standing there?
We see Jean, Connie, Sasha hesitating because of who that is, because it's Rhina.
Sasha even, directly says, but it's Rhina.
But it's Rhina. And then Jean is the one who's kind of like, look, guys, you can tell he's struggling with it, but he's like,
said we would do this.
We said we were going to end this. We need to do it.
The harsh reality is if they didn't hesitate there and they had killed him, this would have been a whole different story.
Yeah, who knows how everything would have played out. Just even with this battle at Shiganshina, right? Like, that is another crucial weapon that Zeke has that if he would have lost it, you know, like, again, Zeke is obviously, he's the war chief for a reason. You know, much like we talked about in past episodes with Zeke and Irvin, how they're able to kind of just adapt on the fly. They're able to go and see what's kind of happening in front of them, right? And then game plan accordingly, right? I know that Zeke would have essentially, you know, hey, all right, I lost this whatever chess piece or whatever and stuff like that. Now I need to go out there and then have more. Who knows what he would have done? You know, it's all we can speculate.
They look at them all like pawns. Like no matter what, if you're
Kyron,
yeah,
sorry.
I saw that.
And he could put me in a chokehold. Not gonna lie.
not gonna lie.
Voices are winning, Kyron.
like father, like son. Just saying.
Yeah, but even Bobby says, and for your point too, it's like imagine Rhina actually dying in that moment.
He could have. He very well could have.
And he almost did.
Yeah.
Because even Rhina after once he got that next barrage right there in the exposed nape, Rhina screams out like, no, I don't want to die. And then we see Rhina go out there and, for what we think in that moment, he's done. He's going to be dead, right? We've seen Rhina pull some, again, he has tricks up his sleeves too, where he was able to go out there and transfer his consciousness from his brain to his like spine or whatever and stuff like that.
To the rest of his body.
Yeah. And then that was able to keep him, from dying by the hands of Captain Levi, and we're going to see the same thing even with Rhina, spoiler alert, of course, but I mean, Rhina's going to turn into freaking essentially like Ghost Rider or something like that, he's going to have that weird looking freaking, just muscle face that he has and stuff, for sure. But yeah. And then in terms of anything else, I think that's pretty much the recap that we have, right? Is just the Thunder Spears and stuff. And then also the fact that Berthold is there being mindful and trying to be prepared. And then we're going to see at the end of this episode, really something that is significant, a conversation that's very important between two characters, Rhina and Berthold.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. But Kyron says, we never saw that again, by the way. Yeah, it's very, very true.
Yeah, the consciousness thing.
Yeah, straight plot armor, yeah.
Spoiler, in like later in season 4 when Gabi shoots Aaron's head off.
Yeah.
I was like, so this definitely isn't ending like this. So like, did he transfer his consciousness?
Yeah,
what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. But
his body's just walking around, still picks it up, puts it back on.
What ended up happening, remind me again, was it the fact that like
the spine part came out?
Okay, because remember Zeke was also there hiding under his decaying Titan body as well.
Oh, no. That's what happened. Yeah, Zeke
was able to go and touch Aaron, right? And that's when
he caught him, and then the touch activated a whole mess of things.
Bobby asked, couldn't they hold him on life support till Levi could help feed Rhina to an ally? Yeah, that's true.
I mean...
And you know what? True. Okay, let me ask you guys very quickly. If you can go ahead and choose between the powers and acquiring and stealing them, right? Between Berthold and Rhina, which one do you think would be better equipped for scouts and using it for future, battles or whatever and stuff? The Armor Titan?
Just due to mobility and durability. If you're gonna be with scouts, that's like the best guy to be with.
Yeah.
Because if you get swarmed by Titans, I'm not worried about the armor. The armor they're not even really gonna be able to bite through his armor. Like they can just plow through.
And let me go ahead and throw this little wrench into the story here, right? And then Bobby, we can go ahead and even just think about all together collectively and brainstorm. How badass would it be if Rhina is done at this moment where we see the Thunder Spear takes him out, they go out there and like Bobby said, they have him like on life support, right? Levi grabs him and guess what? It's time, Irvin. And can you imagine Irvin?
If Irvin was the
armored Titan, and then now Zeke sees this commander of the scouts taking an ability, taking a warrior away, right? Changing into the Armor Titan and standing on that wall staring at the Beast Titan. How badass would that moment be?
Arms!
With two arms.
With both his arms.
You know
that's
what?
The first thing that grows back.
I would love to see, I could picture it in my head. All Zeke sees from the field is just lightning.
Yeah.
He sees someone come up to the wall.
He knows it's not Berthold because Bertold's in the barrel.
All he sees is
barrel
that flapping sleeve just gets
boom. Next thing you know, boom, boom. And next thing you know,
then he
just
crosses his arms, see him
steam
lift
and
an
everything and
arm up,
stuff.
and Erwin just gets a grin, fucking, and Zeke's just like,
He's like, oh, is this Levi they were telling me about? And he's like, no, that's not Levi,
no,
bro.
Not Levi.
arguably worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that he's got a Titan ability, you're done.
I think that would be an amazing just change of storyline. And who knows how that would have affected everything going forward, right? But again, Levi is not there in this moment. Levi is out there over on the ground with the novices, with the scouts that have no business really being here at the wall, but they're all we have left, right? And
You're the reserve, your C team.
And Levi, he's
C for cannon fodder.
yeah, there you go. And but Levi, he's doing everything he can to make sure that one, the horses are protected, the scouts don't die, and that he's waiting for an opportunity to strike down the Beast Titan, right? Because that was the most important order that he was given by Irvin. Was once you see the opening, don't hesitate to go ahead and take it, you know. And well, we know that it takes him a while.
Yeah.
To go ahead and finally get that job done.
He saw the thread. He finally saw the thread.
He finally saw it, you know, after a couple Zeke booties, but you know, he was able to finally get it.
Good monkey butt. God.
But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the recap that we have. But I think we can now start. What do you think?
Yeah.
Finally?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Pretty
I have
good
a feeling that we're gonna go ahead and have some really good discussion when it comes to everything we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. The scenario.
Yeah.
I've got so much I want to say.
Yeah, all right.
This is a great episode, especially with the last 2 weeks we've had with anime.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great talk.
All right, guys. Again, this is season 3, episode 15. This is Descent. This is part 1. Here we go. So we begin this episode as we take a trip down memory lane. We go back to the battle of Fort Trost, the moment where Eren in his Titan form is using all of his strength to carry a large boulder, preparing to seal a breach. The Scouts' first victory versus the Titans. We hear squad leader Ian, and he yells out to his nearby scouts,
Defend him to the last man if that's what it comes to. Eren must reach the gate. I don't want a single Titan anywhere near him.
But then we see that someone is viewing this from a different perspective. This view is from the perspective of the traitors. Bertold, observing from a distance on top of a rooftop, says, they're trying to plug up the hole with that boulder? That's insane. They're gambling everything. For all they know, if Eren gets eaten, then their best hope will be gone for good. Rhina, who of course is standing there next to Bertold, he says,
His death would be a problem for us too. If he goes down, I'll step in with my Titan.
Bertold asks with a little bit of panic in his voice, what if he doesn't? We risked a lot to make that hole. Should we really let him plug it? Rhina answers,
Yeah, we should. 5 years we searched for a lead like this, and now we finally found it.
But then, someone standing behind them, Marco, asks, Rhina? Bertold? Rhina and Bertold both gasp. Sorry, but what were you talking about? Rhina and Bertold now both slowly turn to notice Marco, as now Rhina and Bertold both have panic on their face. A cautious Marco asks, You're gonna step in with your Titan? And Bertold, you said you made that hole? What is this? Rhina and Bertold pause as they try to gather their thoughts. Rhina responds, as now we see that there are nearby pure Titans walking around.
Marco, everything you just heard was a joke.
Marco responds, Have you guys lost it? This isn't like you. Focus on the mission. Look, there are more Titans coming. Let's go. Marco takes off using his ODM gear, as both Rhina and Bertold just watch. Now, Marco glances back nervously, seeing them both just staring. Marco then begins to think to himself, humans can turn into Titans. I know that for a fact because Eren did it. The colossal Titan appeared out of nowhere, attacked Trost, and vanished. The best explanation is that it's someone like Eren. Marco now lands on a rooftop. The same goes for the Armor Titan. And if they are human, then maybe they're hiding among us. Marco now hears someone nearby, and Marco turns to notice Rhina using his ODM gear. But Rhina tackles Marco down and pins him to the ground. Bertold calls out, "Rhina!" as he, of course, follows, landing there next to Rhina. Meanwhile, Marco cries out, "Rhina! What are you doing? Please, no, say it's a joke." Rhina, with this crazy look in his eyes, responds,
Wish I could, Marco. Problem is, you're too damn sharp for that to fool you.
Marco now tries screaming out, "Somebody help!" But Rhina covers his mouth. But then, another soldier lands in front of Marco, and Marco looks up, and he sees Annie. But Annie has this worried look on her face. As a matter of fact, we see Annie lowering her shoulders, almost signaling defeat. Rhina uncovers Marco's mouth, and Marco cries out, "Annie, you gotta help me!" A concerned Annie asks,
What's going on here?
Marco immediately answers, "Rhina's acting crazy! Get him off me!" But then Rhina responds,
He heard me and Bertold talking. If we let him live, he'll expose us.
Annie now has the look of fear and regret as she tells them both.
You shitheads. What the hell?
And now Marco's hope washes off his face, realizing Annie's affiliation. We hear a loud thud as Bertold turns around quickly. "A Titan! It's coming!" Rhina lifts up Marco and asks Annie.
Annie, take off Marco's ODM gear.
A petrified Marco looks at Annie as Annie is frozen in fear.
Do it now!
Annie responds,
Wait, why should I have to?
Rhina, keeping receipts, tells her,
Back there, you risked your life to save Connie. I saw you. Why'd you put yourself in danger for him? Seems to me you're becoming sympathetic towards the enemy. You want to convince me I'm wrong? Then now's the time to do it. Think of your father. He's waiting for you to come home. If you and he are any different than the filth within these walls, then prove it here and now.
Bertold warns, "Hey, it's almost on top of us!" Rhina screams out,
Annie!
Annie thinks for a second, fearful. But ultimately, she begins removing Marco's gear, leaving him to scream out in fear. Marco asks Annie, "What are you doing? Annie! I thought we were comrades! Please, please! I don't want to die here! Don't kill me!" Annie looks up at Marco, just numb. Rhina unnervingly tells her,
You did well, Annie. This is what makes us warriors.
We now go back to another moment in time when all four were standing on a rooftop together. Annie asks,
Rhina, do we move out?
Rhina answers,
Not yet. We have to let them gather up first.
and we go back now to Marco, realizing the truth as Annie fully removes his gear. I see. They waited because they want the Titans to win. Annie breaks the glass of the window nearby, and then her, Rhina, and Bertold escape, leaving Marco defenseless. Bertold looks back as we hear Marco, "Just wait! Why do this? Why are you in such a hurry to kill me? I don't get it! How come?" The Titan is close behind Marco. "Why are you even willing? Excuse me. Why aren't you even willing to talk to me? Why?" The three stop now to look back as they see Marco in the hands of a Titan, screaming for his life. We hear crunching and blood splatter as Marco's screams fade to silence. We see Annie and Bertold struggling with what they have just done, and we see Rhina staring, looking surprised. Rhina then asks,
Hey, why?
Annie and Bertold both look confused, noticing Rhina's sudden change in demeanor.
Why is Marco being devoured?
Whoa.
Bipolar!
Whoa.
That's like when we all realized, oh, he's insane.
This is the moment where
He's
PTSD
clinically
fucking hit him
insane.
like a truck.
Where we see here that Rhina is struggling with grasping between those two realities of being a Titan warrior, which we know that was very instilled into him as a kid,
As a young
and the reason why he's doing this and becoming a Titan warrior is so that he can make his family proud, right? But he wasn't even ever worthy of that to begin with because, one, he wasn't even supposed to be in the situation. But he fully embraced, when full method, once Marcel died, we knew that they needed a leader, and Rhina became that. And he embodied it. And he became this incredible, soldier throughout the whole cadet training. And he was known as one of the top soldiers.
Yeah.
And to the point where
Looked up to and everything.
his allies, these other cadets, trusted him with their lives because they knew how much of a just great soldier that he is. And when you go out there and you're being praised as this soldier, but you are trying to become this warrior, next thing you know, the lines all get blurred.
Yeah.
Until the moment where you have to separate, you have to realize which one you are. And that's when we see Rhina
Rhina starts
is
freaking.
not aware of which one he is. And in this moment here, this strange moment where I even remember watching it for the first time, like, wait, what you did this, dude, you know? And we see changes in his personality where we see the moment of like panic, which is supposed to happen in this moment. They just expose themselves to one of their teammates, right, in their squad. And then all of a sudden he realized what he has to do. Now, the first switch that had me like, what the fuck, was when he told Annie, he's pressuring her to go out there and do this, right? Prove to me that you're still with us. And once she does it, his moment where he's like, you did well, Annie.
Yeah.
It's almost like very like Sith, like freaking.
I get Palpatine.
Yeah,
vibes.
Palpatine.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
Do it.
You did well.
Did well.
And then all of a sudden, like, it became clear that this guy isn't right in the mind when he's like, what's happening to Marco? You know?
Yeah.
And
I mean, at the end of the day, that's good for him. Makes him more believable.
yeah,
But
it doesn't make him trustworthy though. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
well, the thing is, for the others, I would say the only ones that waver in their trust would be Annie and Bertolt. But in terms of the mission, awesome, dude. Fucking, you have no idea you killed Marco. Good for you.
Yeah.
Like no one can tell you anything. Like no one can be like it was you, and you can be like, what are you talking about? Like you genuinely have no. You shut that memory out in your mind.
Yeah.
So good.
I have a question though, because when going back and watching this scene again, right? The moment they leave Marco, Annie goes out there and essentially elbows and shatters the window that's right there next to them, right? Now, does she do that out of just kind of like display and trying to make sure that it looks like maybe something, or why does she do that?
I think it's for two reasons. One, she was mad.
Is it-
Two, it's to bring the Titans over to Marco.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or is it just because you're trying to create noise?
Yeah.
You know,
Probably a bit of she's frustrated that she had to do it, and then
it could be frustration too, because I'm thinking that when it comes to noise, like Marco's screaming, he's begging, he's he's essentially this freaking dinner bell. He's just like constantly, but I mean, we can't fault him for that because he just got betrayed by who he thought were the closest allies that he had, and man,
I feel like the shattered glass. It's a sharper tone. It's just gonna attract more.
got it.
Probably just.
Probably also doesn't want to
he's
do it either.
angry, and it's also just make it look like there was more of a struggle.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, obviously, all of them, they just make sense because one, I could totally see Annie doing that out of frustration. Just the fact she's just like pissed off, so she just goes out there and quickly does that before she leaves. It's not like she can go out there and fucking elbow Rhina in the head or something.
I know.
Yeah. And then I want to say, I know you haven't seen JJK. Have you by chance yet?
Not the most recent season.
Okay. So a lot of people are talking shit on JJK now because of the brutality of it. Because it's a lot of fucked up shit. Like a lot of people
it's
die.
very like graphic and stuff.
Very graphic, and then it's just like with AOT, like a lot of characters died in AOT, and like back when AOT was coming out, no one really was like turned off by that because I feel like a lot of people just had more like thicker skin.
Yeah.
But with JJK, the story writing is so good. So many crucial characters die to develop the plot further and to develop other characters.
But I feel like it's also because there's more eyes viewing anime because it's becoming
it has
so much
gotten a
more
lot bigger.
mainstream. That back with Attack on Titan, it wasn't super mainstream. So the people who knew what they were watching knew what they were getting themselves into.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Karen. This last episode killed me, bro. But
you know what else?
It's just-
Sorry to interrupt, bro. Real quickly. So you talk about how like certain characters have to die to create development for other characters, and I think that, and we've talked about this before. This specific shows, HBO show Game of Thrones, they're they did that where any character you think was untouchable was gone. And that was for the sake of the other characters, and that's why those characters developed into such strong, characters, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's a good
gives them
thing.
motivation. Yeah, and when I was like, because there are a lot of characters in JJK that, and I've been spoiled on the manga plenty of times. I haven't read it. I just know now. But I just see so many people blowing up about how brutal it is. And the first thing that came to my mind was like, did y'all not watch fucking AOT? Like episode 1.
Episode 1.
Carla gets fucking chomped on.
Yeah,
And I was like, it just
They
blows
just-
my mind how crazy.
They just set the tone, that's what it is. It's about setting
Yeah.
the tone, and then again, it's just kind of preparing you for what's to come. It's not like we're going to sugarcoat anything, and stuff like this is the reality of what the story is, and you guys better get used to it now because we're not going to stop with
Yeah.
the brutality. We're not going to stop with, the tragedies that happen with these characters and stuff. Like, they very much want it to feel real, and the more it feels real, the more it resonates.
Yeah.
And that's
And I'll
that's what
say-
makes a great story.
Season 1 of JJK definitely didn't, like how you said, AOT set the tone episode 1.
Yeah.
Season 1 of JJK isn't as brutal as not even the first portion of season 2, but the Shibuya arc. Holy shit. The last like 6 episodes of Lone have been nothing but fucking chaos. And it just caught everyone off guard. I'm like, but that's the point.
Well, the thing too is that like
So good.
I think about even with Demon Slayer. I mean, we know how Demon Slayer started, that whole story, right, with Tanjiro and everything, right? And it's very unfortunate what happens to him. But again, it's about setting the tone very early on, and again, it's all for the sake of character
Same thing
development.
with Tokyo Ghoul.
100%.
Exactly. Yeah. There's so
100%.
many of these great stories, so many of these great anime, right? Where you go out
They
there and you
start off
watch the
with-
first episodes, and it starts with absolute tragedies. It starts with significant loss. It starts with heartbreak. It starts with the character having to struggle with the reality around him. But then you have to, the same thing. That character has to somehow transform himself into the puzzle piece that's going to fit into this reality. It's one of
Yeah.
those things where it's like, hey, you adapt and you live, or you don't and you die. And that's what it is. And
it blows my mind because like I said, it is a lot more mainstream now. Anime is a lot more mainstream. When people think of anime, they think of Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball. Like that's the first 4 people will think of. And none of those are as brutal as like AOT, Tokyo Ghoul,
very
Death
much
Note,
lightheaded, or
JJK.
lighthearted tones for sure. A lot of kind of just comedy and stuff, goofiness and all that.
Yeah.
Like more comedic, more romance ones. Like,
Yeah.
But obviously, like really popular ones are shonen,
Yeah.
which is a lot more violent.
Yeah, and even then, like a lot of the violent shonen aren't like brutal. Like you don't see fucking people bleeding out with their organs spilling out in Dragon Ball or Naruto
Yeah.
or One
Yeah.
Piece. Like most deaths happen like off scene.
Yeah.
like you don't see it happen, bro. All these animes.
But
that
now
have
we
been-
have like Chainsaw Man. and-
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But it's just like and JJK is by far like I think it's one of the biggest anime out right now. Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially, I think it's even more because everyone sees One Piece and they're like, oh, it's too long. But JJK, like everyone's watching it. It's got like only 40-something episodes right now, and 50-something in total than a movie. And it's so brutal. And even me, like I was watching some of the recent episodes and I was like, ooh, I don't even know if I want to like.
Yeah, they're like,
see
man, maybe
what's
they
going
might
on
have
right
taken
now.
this one a
Yeah.
little too far.
Like,
Yeah.
it's some like Berserk type shit. And I'm like,
I mean, I remember you guys
That's
talking about
crazy.
Berserk.
yeah, if there was an authentic Berserk anime, it would get shut down so
yeah,
fast.
immediately. It would not. It would
From
be way too
episode
graphic.
1, it gets shut down.
Way too disturbing for viewer
But it's just, and I'm
viewership.
that just all of this was making me think about like, dude, AOT did not get this reaction, and it is brutal. It's fucking terrible. Like we saw Marco's body, especially the manga. Holy crap, it's gory, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Just love it, man.
yeah. I don't know if you want to go ahead and deal with this.
I'm not
Question,
telling you
bro.
fucking shit, Kyron.
Right.
Good fucking luck, bro. We're in this. I see shit on Twitter and fucking TikTok, and I just ignore it.
Yeah, there you go.
I see it.
Until if either it happens or it doesn't.
Just watch it. The best way to get the experience is watch it yourself.
Yeah.
There's no head. I'm gonna do this
Yeah, just-
and this. Now you can't choose whether which one I'm not
Yeah,
in.
there you go. Yeah.
Round of
But
applause.
something you mentioned though, Zach, about Marco's death here, right? And we saw Marco dying in obviously what was it, season 2 Season 2, when they're cleaning up one of the messes and stuff like that. Right?
We saw his body.
We see his body, and his body is essentially split in half. You know, and
It was like I met. Well, when we went over this episode in season 1, way 2 years ago.
It was in season 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's when we hit. Yeah, season 1.
So I was wondering if he just disappeared and we got the truth in season 2. I couldn't remember what the timeline
we
was.
saw his body, but we didn't know what happened. It was just like, oh, weird. Like he's
dead.
He's dead. Da, da, da. But then in season 2 is, I'm pretty sure is one. No. Season 1 is where we still have Annie.
Yeah, season 1 is Annie.
So I remember when we were first going over that episode, I was like, I heard that thing about like when you first are in, because it's when they're, you see the whole background stuff where it's like we're trying to keep track of all the deaths and all the MIAs and everything. And Jean obviously sees Marco and he's like, obviously completely distraught. And is like, hey, I need to know the name of this person. And his name's Marco. Da, da. But when we first see that scene opening, we see it from Marco's angle, Marco's point of view. Yeah. Which is insane. I don't know what the implication is there, that it's like, cool, you're seeing it from his point of view. Is he still alive? Or
no,
I wouldn't think he would
eyes.
Be.
No.
Seeing it through his lifeless, cold, dead eyes.
Yeah. I think it's just, again,
you're not ready, Karen.
We know,
not ready.
We know how the perspectives change for sure over in Attack on Titan.
I'm not either.
Isayama likes to go ahead and kind of change things. Mm-hmm. And I think in that moment, it's just kind of like he knew that it was going to be unsettling. Mm-hmm. And I think it was just in there for the sake of just kind of like,
just give you that extra little oomph to the gut, a little gut punch. You'd be like,
because you don't realize that it's his point of view until because you just see a camera angle. Yeah. And you don't even know that there's someone dead there.
But I mean, again, this was one of the more gruesome deaths for sure. And talking about a gruesome character, I mean, Annie, we talked about season 1, like she was just slaughtering scouts, but yet she was struggling. Yet she was struggling with this moment of being a part of
just taking off
betrayal,
his ODM gear. Yeah.
And I think that really just goes to show the character that Marco is, right? The Marco, he's a character that relates to so many of these people.
He's like, just why won't you talk to me? Yeah. Like, why can't you even talk to me?
Yeah,
like, tell me what's going on.
Yeah, at least. Like, he was like, he at least wanted to know, like, why are you killing me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I was going to say something and I lost it. Oh, so how we're talking about, like, how Annie can just fuck up the scouts and the League when she's in her Titan form. I don't think Bertolt, Rhino, or Annie all realized how much different it is doing it as a human. Yeah. Like at that point, that is where the personalities kind of split. Because when you're in your Titan form, you are the warrior. You're in your
You are the monster that everybody's afraid of.
But when you're in your scout uniform and you're over here leaving one of your
when there's an actual face, an actual human there,
it's not even like you're seeing it through Titan eyes. You're physically there. Like you can see it. You can touch the person. You can talk to the person. And I'm sure that just fucking
no worries, Kyrie.
Absolutely that's what gets them, is just seeing it firsthand. Yeah. You're not just flinging them on a fucking string and like Annie ripping them to pieces and sending them flying. You're fucking taking this dude's shit and leaving him stranded.
Thanks, Karen. Good to know that we know what your schedule is.
Beautiful.
How much gas you have?
And said, oh, that's the wrong person. I meant to text and said I put it in Twitch chat.
He's gonna fucking coup de boo fucking fly around.
He's just gonna go and DoorDash some stuff, it sounds like.
Can you order me something?
Yeah, let's go see, because we still have obviously Bertolt and Annie again are both struggling with this. Rhina, he's kind of stuck in that weird in between, but he knows that he has to go ahead and oh god, gas is important. Gas guzzler, huh? Damn.
Oh hell no. That's why I don't drive those.
Damn.
I'll stick to my eco-friendly.
But yeah, Rhina, he's stuck over in that kind of reality of like being a soldier and being a warrior. But damn, dude, this was really tough to go ahead and even just watch back for like what is probably like the 4th or 5th time. And it always affects me every single time because Marco is such a sweetheart of a character. We talk about, he's like the Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Stuff,
His scream.
Yeah.
That scream fucking haunts my nightmares, man.
Yeah. And this is the last time we see Marco at least alive, or at least I should say,
last time we see him in the series, kind of. Well,
again, that's why I was kind of thinking. I was like, I mean, this is the last time we see him alive.
Yeah.
You know,
last time
he
we
is-
see him alive in the series.
Alive in the flesh.
Yeah,
you
in
know?
the flesh. This is the last time we see
Walking
Marco's
amongst
flesh.
us.
Yeah, this is definitely the last time where we hear him. Mm-hmm. You know, and again, it's a haunting, like you said, a haunting scream. So
That's
we left
the
with
last
that.
thing we hear is that's if you cannot remember the scream,
Why?
I suggest
Go back
you
and
go
watch it.
back to the episode and watch it.
Yeah.
The fact that the word is why too.
And then it just turns into this blood curdling, and then you just hear, like you said,
Yeah, it's just crunching and blood splatter, and it's all bad. And especially when you hear the screams essentially just die. The screams are gone. You know.
and then you get Rhina, why is Marco getting devoured?
Yeah. But and also in that last closing moment, there is a split second where, again, Annie and Bertold are both looking confused. But then once Rhina says, like, why is Marco being devoured? There's like a weird, like moment of like Bertold's like, where he sees something in Rhina.
Yeah, his whole demeanor just.
Where it's kind of like, whoa. It made me think, is this something that Bertold has seen before in Rhina?
I mean,
Where he's like,
probably.
you know.
Because even when it starts happening, like. It starts happening
Well,
when they're in the trees after they kidnap Ymir and
Ymir and Aaron.
Aaron, and Bertold's trying to like remind Rhina who he is, like a warrior.
I
and
guess,
everything.
yeah.
So like he seems to be well versed in like.
Well, I
given
feel
this is
like-
after, but
Yeah, I feel like that's probably. I'm sure he's seen little hints of it, like throughout the training camp. Like
this,
they'd have
this
conversation.
is probably like the biggest.
Also,
telltale
even
sign.
over at Utgard Castle, right? Isn't there one point where like Bertold even tells Rhina, like we're warriors, you know, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Mm-hmm. And then because Rhina kind of
Right,
was
Rhina?
confused, like yeah. So I guess
he was like,
it's something-
huh?
I guess
He's like,
it's something-
oh yeah.
yeah. Where Bertold probably has seen this before, where he's like, oh, you know, maybe
Even
he's
that's after Marco.
he's getting a little too, you know, close for comfort
Yeah.
with what's happening around here. You know, he understands he's like the top dog here. Maybe he's liking it too much, you know, whereas
Yeah.
he was kind of the outcast back at home, you know. And I guess being sympathetic towards Rhina, I guess that could be difficult to go out there and try to just like
yeah.
remove from you if once you become kind of like the popular person
Yeah,
and
he
you're the guy
basically
who's
was
shunned.
becoming what he had always wanted to
Yeah.
become.
And you know, like
But
I guess
oh,
it could
wait,
be
This is not what I'm here for.
and I guess it could be tough to go out there and completely like reveal yourself to not be that person that people adore,
Yeah.
you know? So again, just being
True
sympathetic
betrayal.
towards him, you know, like
Yeah.
I guess that would be difficult to go out there and come to, you know, just reality with but
Yeah, I think that was probably the point where Bertolt was like, fuck, I have to take care of him. Because I'm sure he'd seen little bits and pieces, like in training, like they'd probably be talking shop, and then someone else walks up and Rhina instantly just switches. And he's like the go-to scout again.
yeah.
But that was the first time where he probably had done it without anyone else around. Where he was like, played the role when he didn't need to, and Bertolt
Right.
was like, oh, it's not a role to you anymore.
Yeah.
Like you
probably
dead ass
was
think that you're this fucking scout
the first
right now.
telltale
Yeah, he's like
sign.
fully embracing it for
Yeah.
sure.
Full method. And
Yeah.
Bertolt
I feel
was
like in the back of their head, they were like, "Is someone around where we're trying to like
I'm sure that could have been it
someone?"
too.
Or
They probably were like, did someone just land? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
what do we
And-
say?
Maybe that's why Bertold is kind of like the quiet one of the scouts or of the cadet, you know, the
Yeah.
training group and stuff like that, is because he's just not trying to go full.
He doesn't want to
method.
get attached.
He's not trying to get attached and stuff like that. You know, at one point we even saw. Remember when we talked about it, where he's like, Aaron was telling Bertold like what was going through your mind when I was telling you all this about my story. Like, honestly, you want to hear my honest answer? Is that
Yeah.
I felt bad for you.
Yeah.
You know, and
like I'm not.
But that's
I'm
it.
not good at lying. So
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
say
it.
anything.
Like, that sucks, bro. Business is business.
He really hit him with the damn, bro. That's crazy. Cool story, bro.
yeah, he really
He
did.
really
but-
hit him with the cool story, bro.
Texting go.
I guess it does make sense why Bertold is kind of like the quiet, shy one, is because maybe again he's just not trying to get attached.
I
He's
want
not
to know
trying to
what
have
he was like.
conversation.
I want to know what he was like in Marley.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too right now. Where I was like, we don't really see Bertold as the person that he maybe usually is, but also they were very young, you know. So it's one of those things where like he was even still trying to find himself as a person, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's tough to go ahead and kind of think about as we talk about the story as like, hey, I mean, we understand these characters. There's a lot more to them than just kind of like the storytelling because of how well written they are. We think that there's obviously more to these characters, more to the story, more. That's why we have so many questions and stuff, that we want answered. We never get them answered, really. It's not like we can go back and be like, what was Bertold like? Well,
yeah.
But yeah, he goes,
probably to answer your question, Kyron, which member of the Warrior Squad would you feel sorry for the most? Honestly, probably Rhina. That dude's got so much shit up in his head. Like, I'm sure most of the time that he was in parody, he was like, I don't even fucking know who I am, but I'm just gonna roll with it. And it's shit. And then in the last episode, when his mom finally opens up to him and she's like, I'm just glad that you're safe. Like, you're my son. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah, he's like, Titan power. She was like, what was saying? She was like, Titan power or no Titan power? Like, you're still my son.
Yeah, that's
and I'm sorry I didn't
validation
see
that he was looking
and
for.
He'd never got, his whole life, he had never gotten that until that moment. And I'm sure that's, I was like, oh, that touched my heart. Because I was like, oh.
Well, we also know too that, like, again, it's been well documented that Rhina is Isayama's favorite character of the story.
Yeah.
And and well, Rhina has really, he's had to endure a lot. He's had to deal with a lot. He's had to lead through some really shitty moments. And we know that all of that craziness, all of the highs and lows, right? I mean, we see it just takes a toll on him to where he almost is very much unrecognizable and a different person in season 4. Like, it's just all that wear and tear, all that chipping away at the armor, so to speak. But,
that's awesome.
It's like something. It's something with Rhino where it's like he was only able to take so much. He can only carry so much on his shoulders before he started kind of like, fuck, dude, like,
crumbling under the pressure.
This is just so much for me, Like, I just want to die. I just want to rest.
Burden is getting too heavy.
I just want to go out there and finally just be done with this, and stuff. We can even see, we're going to talk about this next point where they just want to end things, and this is here in season 3, Yeah.
And then to go off Kyron saying that's a good point. Like, he probably could have been wrecked the entire time. Dude, he was wrecked the moment he was wrecked before he even got to parody. The only reason why he kind of snapped back in is because his survival. I'm sure his brain and his young mind was just like, you want to survive? We got to fucking cut this emotional shit out right now. And you just got to fucking get the mission done.
Yeah.
Like, you got to focus on taking care of number 1 and surviving.
Talk about young Rhino over in Marley. Like, he essentially had to be this chameleon and adapt to these people around him that are just constantly shitting on him and hating him for being, a certain person, for being weak, for being, this and that. Like,
you're nothing like your brother. You're nothing like your brother. You're nothing like your brother.
We talked about with Rhino being this freaking, outstanding student, this outstanding soldier. Over in Marley, he was just essentially the runt. He was the weak link of the group, right?
Yeah.
But he had so much determination to go out there and make his mom proud, his family proud, and be a Titan warrior, because he felt like that was the only way that his family would go out there and be, again, recognized as someone in Marley.
Someone of value.
And
you're not just another citizen. You're now someone who's important to the cause.
And that's what is so... it's very, very sad, and it's very well written and stuff, of course, but it's very sad, the whole segregation aspect of the story and stuff, but again, it's also very real as well. We talk about how, like, the war and everything, how the story ended, where it's like war is going to be continuous and ongoing through the end of time. There's always going to be pockets of war and stuff like that, where it's like, even kind of getting real with the whole segregation aspect of it. Like, there's times where, like, we think that, oh, you know what, we have changed the corner, or things are going well, and then all of a sudden there's something happens in the world where, like, shit, maybe things just haven't changed at all, and you just never know. But again, I guess with the storytelling and everything that Isayama did, is like, there's so many real, like, topics, so many, like, we talked about, even with you're talking about, like, how just the whole aspect of watching something that's so freaking gruesome, it's like, that's real shit that happens. It's not from Titans, whatever, but there's still real gruesome shit that happens on life, and stuff,
And go on, type in fucking any 50-50 challenge, Reddit 50-50. Good fucking luck.
Yeah, so
you're
it's
gonna
like
see some fucked up shit.
So it's almost like, being a storyteller like Isayama and this incredible story, it's just really like, here is a story, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Take it for what it is, but this is real.
My favorite kind of story. I want some raw, unfiltered, non-bullshit. Just give it to me cut and dry.
Yeah, and granted, it is blended in with obviously a story involving these Titans and stuff like that. But it's like, still there's crazy shit that happens in this world. But I mean, yeah, it's crazy. But Reina has definitely gone through a lot. And I agree. I think Reina is probably the Titan warrior that has
Suffered
that you can
most.
be most sympathetic towards. You can argue and you can find a way to be sympathetic towards a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But Reina, I think, is the top, where it's like, damn, that guy has been through some shit.
Reina's got mommy issues, bipolarity, depression, suicidal thoughts, and he's just got daddy issues.
Yeah, exactly.
And Bertolt, we don't know much about Bertie.
He's
Bertolt's got just flirting issues.
He's just a hopeless romantic when it
Yeah.
comes to a certain character, which we're going to talk about, of course, in this. But yeah, Kyron says, not to bring up another anime in this, but I was watching Naruto and they had a saying that when like villains were victims of hate, that's why they are that way in the future. And anime in general drops so many gems. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I even think about My Hero
Really,
as well.
the whole thing with pain and like even the Sharingan and Naruto, like how the Uchiha clan's eyes work, it's all based on hate.
Yeah.
Like you gotta kill your best friend, bro, to unlock your, I think it's the Mangekyo Sharingan. I don't know. Don't quote me.
I don't know.
Not a big Naruto dude, but you gotta like, the whole thing is, even Itachi talking to Sasuke is like, you don't have enough hate. Like it's a big meta. Like you don't have enough hate to become the villain. Even pain, you don't know pain. You don't know hatred. You don't know all of this stuff that I know. And then Naruto does his talk no jutsu, and he's like, "Be happy." But no, I love that shit.
But so everything that Kyron just said right here resonates with me with my hero for sure. You know, because there's so many villains where essentially they were kind of, hey, this is the card that I was dealt. You know, this is what my quirk is, and there's nothing I can do in terms of trying to be a hero, whether they had the aspirations or not. Like, obviously, my favorite character, Shigaraki. We understand his backstory and that.
I just rewatched Origins.
You know, it's something where it's like it's true. Sometimes these villains, I mean, they are classified as villains, but you don't understand what they went through and what caused them to be that.
Overwhelming emotion.
Heisa actually recently just, I wish it was here, but on his I Am Storm on Instagram, he recently, because he's watching My Hero right now, he recently he just got to Shigaraki's backstory.
Oh, he did text me about it. He texted me, he's like, you and AJ weren't joking. He was like, Shigaraki Origins is so good. And he's like, you guys weren't lying. He's one of my favorite characters. And I was like, dude, his backstory is fucking mind blowing.
Yeah, he posted a good amount of the origin video of him.
Oh really? Oh hell yeah! That's
Spoiler alert for those of you that haven't seen My Hero.
I did see that he messaged.
Don't want to know Shigaraki's origin, but yeah, he posted when he's basically a child and he accidentally kills his family.
When he's in the backyard and he kills the dog and then everything.
Yeah. I did see that he messaged. I made sure to go ahead and reply and stuff, for sure. I know that I'm not on the socials a lot, but
yeah, social media is.
But yeah, spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew what you were getting into.
But yeah, guys. So again, this was a very tragic moment. We lost another. I should say we lost a character for the second time. That is near and dear to our hearts. Yeah, Marco. I mean, again, just
had to put salt on the wound, man.
A sweetheart of a character.
Right as the scabbing was starting, you see, I was just like, here's some salt.
Yeah.
Rub it in there.
But again, it's very cool because the way this episode starts, when we get another familiar face that we grew to appreciate upon his short character development, and that is squad leader Ian.
I know.
And it was so nice to see him again.
That one episode of development already was like, oh.
But just for this one specific, literally at the beginning of the episode, it was nice to see him in that development where he now became the leader that Pixis wanted him to become. Yeah. Because we know that he didn't really want to become that squad leader. He didn't want to lead this mission because he didn't feel like he was really necessarily worthy. He was like, why not let, me to be, or why not let, Rico do it? Yeah. And both of them are like, dude, we voted for you to be the leader, Ian, you're the one who's most qualified.
And the fact that he's even saying that just shows you're humble, you're amazing. We all see it and you don't even see it. If you just have that confidence, amazing potential as a leader there.
Yeah. And again.
And he did it. He stepped up to the plate there.
Might I say, even Irvin-esque here when he's like, hey, defend Eren to the last man if that's what it comes to. Eren must reach the gate. Eren must reach the cellar. He goes, I don't want a single Titan anywhere near him. That's kind of like
that's Erwin vibes
that
to me.
Quote there,
I think he's got an inspiration.
That quote there. If you go out there and put that in the words of of Irvin, you know, you wouldn't think that, oh, that's not something Irvin would say. You know, they'd be
Yeah,
like,
you
that's
would-
right
That's
on point.
spot on, dude.
Spot on, you know?
Perfect.
Which upsets me because, again, this is another character where you would love to have seen what the development would have
much
gone,
potential.
where he would have been.
Where he could have been in the late game.
And what he would have been able to do for the scouts going forward as this leader who is, again, essentially growing into, you know, just someone who's confident, like you said, someone who's able to go out there and be trustworthy with their ability
Kind of
and their leadership.
like Hanji kind of building up her confidence. as she
Yeah,
was going
yeah,
through it.
you know, and I think that while Hanji is going through that development as a scout leader, it would have been cool to see these garrison soldiers, right? Having these leaders who you can really trust and rely on. I'm tired of the freaking, you know, Captain Kits of the world, you know, where it's just
Yeah.
like so damn gun shy or so damn freaking like, you know, whatever, and spazzing out and nervous and stuff, you know. Still funny that is the Chris Sabat for dub. But hey,
Great job of making us hate him. you know?
yeah. But damn, you know, it's just Ian was such a cool character for sure. And you know, we come across those characters, we're like, hey, they would have been great allies. But who knows? Also, we talked about Marco. If he would have survived, it sounds like he would have gone towards the MPs, and then that means that Jean would have followed, maybe Connie followed, you know.
Could have been a completely different story.
Everything would have changed for sure. But like you said, bro, people die in these anime early on for other characters and their development,
Yeah.
right? That's what it is.
Jean wouldn't be Jean without Marco.
John would still be a self-entitled piece of shit.
Yeah.
As an
Stupid horse
MP.
face, butt face ass.
Think of him just kind of
That
being
would've been
there
no development.
in the interior, literally just being so
Silver Simpson.
smug.
He just wouldn't
Been over
have been in the
Mikasa.
story at that point.
Yeah.
And he would have probably
Hey.
stepped on him.
That means, hey, no Mikasa.
No one, yeah.
No Mikasa in the end. Oh well. I'm sure Jean treated her right.
Sure, he was a total
better have.
simp.
Yeah.
Sure, he was a total fucking simp. You want dinner tonight, babe? You want breakfast tomorrow? Lunch? Dinner? I got you. 3 meals a day? I got you. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Well, you want to go visit Aaron again? You want to visit Aaron again? Okay,
Yeah,
come on.
go.
We'll go visit
Yeah,
Aaron
I'll
again.
drive you. I'll
You
drive
want to
you.
go for a walk? You want to go for a walk? Let's go. Let's go visit Aaron. We'll go to the tree.
I agree.
agree.
If that is in fact Jean, which I still don't know for fact.
In my head canon, it's John. My head canon is John.
He played the long game.
Oh my.
He waited
Yeah.
for his moment and he struck.
The goalie was out of the game.
Yeah, we already
And he
know he
scored.
was sympathetic as hell.
He wasn't
to-
scoring with the goalie there, but Scott fucking Sterling decided to go crazy and
Scott
started the
Sterling, oh my
rumbling.
God.
Fucking
Well,
John took his shot, man.
I remember the Scott Sterling videos.
Scott
Sterling!
He does it again.
Alrighty, we got a whole other portion to go ahead and cover, so we'll go ahead and we'll do this. I'm sure we'll have more final thoughts, and then we'll get to a close. But all right, here we go. So finishing off the story, we now go back to the night before the scouts' arrival to Walmaria, as Raina and Bertold both sip on hot tea on top of the wall. But a man is with them, and this man tells them both, "Like I said, I'm sure Annie's doing fine. She certainly isn't getting tortured." We see that the man is Zeke. Calm down and consider how unlikely that sounds. If they so much as scratch her, she'll turn into a monster that can take on an army all by itself. Don't forget, this is Annie we're talking about here. I bet she's hiding somewhere, practicing her kicks and whatnot. She's fine. Raina responds,
Still, there's no doubt that her identity was revealed.
and Bertold adds, Annie's smart. But Zeke sighs and interrupts. It doesn't sound like you're fully committed. Ryan and Bertold both get nervous as they look, and they see an unamused Zeke. The hell's your problem? I thought that all three of us came to an agreement. Did I go through all that trouble for nothing? We can fight again if you want to. That said, the next time that you lose to me, I'll make you give up your armor to another warrior. Raina responds as he puts his head down.
What? No. I'll do as you tell me.
Zeke continues. Then pull yourselves together. We have one objective. Recover the coordinate. Do that, and we can bring this cursed history to an end. It's gone on too long. We can be the ones to end this. So let's do it. Bertold acknowledges. Understood, sir. Till this is done, I will keep Annie out of my head. This is a living hell. but we shouldn't put anyone else through it. Zeke stares at Bertold as Bertold recalls that moment of sealing Marco's fate. You're right. This needs to end. Reiner responds.
It's settled then.
The three wait on top of Walmaria, around a fire, sipping their tea. But then, a voice calls out to Zeke.
I'm debating on how I'm going to do this voice. Okay.
You can just do it with an ominous whisper if you want.
Okay. Go ahead and
segue you into
intro
it?
me. Yeah, segue me in.
So the three wait on top of the wall, around a fire, sipping their tea. But then, a voice calls out to Zeke.
War Chief Zeke!
The three look down to notice the cart titan.
Enemy forces are approaching. They're at the foot of the mountain.
The three stare, ready and prepared to finally end this. We now see a toast between the three, as Zeke tells them, my brave warriors, with this final battle, we'll finish our mission once and for all. The three, they take a drink from their cups. Hot! Such a stupid moment, but hey, whatever.
I just want to keep
Zeke's quirky. But the sun begins to rise as Reiner kicks the tea set and the cups off the wall. Reiner asks Bertold.
Ready?
Bertold answers, yeah. And then they have a conversation before they go their separate ways on their final mission to finally end things. Reiner tells him,
Berthold, I told you this plenty, but you and I will be in separate positions. So try thinking on your own for once, all right?
Bertold acknowledges, right. Reiner continues.
You don't always have to wait for my signal.
Bertold responds, yeah, I know that. Reiner,
You're supposed to have the most powerful ability out of all of us, but you never use it unless you're told. Honestly, I never saw you as reliable.
Bertold, I know that too. Reiner,
Not until today. We're gonna finish this here, yeah?
Bertold, that's right. And there's nothing they can do to stop us. Reiner smiles.
Hold on to that attitude until you're back with your beloved.
A confused and embarrassed Bertold, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Reiner continues.
Annie's pretty cold, but you save her from a dungeon and she might just see you with new eyes. Hell, if you play your cards right, she might mistake you for a knight. Oh, and as for Krista, we're going to save her no matter what. That's the promise we made Ymir.
And Bertold, yeah, we'll find a way. They both turn in opposite directions, preparing to go their separate ways. Reiner
I'll see ya. Don't let me down, okay?
and Bertold, I've got your back. They both jump off the wall, go into their positions, having what would be their final conversation together.
Oh, yeah.
To be continued.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. Wow.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah,
Come here.
and as for Krista, we gotta save her,
Yeah.
for Ymir.
Ymir.
We promised
I'll
you.
take great care of her.
Ymir.
For my next however many years, I'll take care of her.
Yeah, exactly. So again, this is actually probably our first real introduction to Zeke, right?
Yeah.
Because we never had
This is our first extended dialogue with him.
because we don't get a name until the cart titan goes out there and calls him War Chief Zeke. Because going through and preparing for obviously our breakdown and stuff, right? Watching it with the subtitles, it just says a man,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't give his name.
You don't know his
And it's not until again when the cart titan is like War Chief Zeke, and that's from then on we hear Zeke,
Zeke.
So, but Zeke is a character where we can tell he's very dead set on his objective, which obviously is to get the coordinate. And who is the coordinate? Aaron. We understand.
Little brother.
We understand the dynamic there between them. Again, they are family. They are half brothers. They have the same father, and
One of their moms is a Titan and one of their moms is dead.
yeah, exactly. So a very crazy family dynamic there. But Zeke understands how important the coordinate is. He understands that we are not leaving until we get the coordinate. As a matter of fact, you guys are starting to worry me a little bit. I'm starting to think you guys aren't fully committed. And then again, talk about switches a little bit. Zeke knows how to channel in that kind of like war chief.
Yeah.
Right? Because again, the moment way back when over at Utgard Castle, when Rhina and Bertold see this monkey, this giant monkey, you see the reaction of them. They are like, literally, they're
Shitting bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so scary.
you know, because they understand
Oh, we're fucking dead.
No,
we're
in
fucking dead. We're
trouble.
fucking dead. We're fucking
Mom's
dead.
here.
He's gonna fucking kill us. He's gonna give our Titans away. We're dead.
It's
We gotta
like-
do shit now.
these guys have been there for, I can't remember how many years again, you know, but you had all this time. The war chief was waiting. You took too long. You see the war chief, and like you said, bro, then you start shitting some bricks. Mm-hmm. You know?
Like, oh fuck, they sent him. We're done.
Yeah. So now here at this point where they're sitting there around this fire, right? They're trying to go out there and prepare for, just prepare for the scout's arrival, right? It's supposed to be kind of lighthearted a little bit, enjoying some tea. But then again, Zeke is just like trying to make a point of like, this is how I want it to go. This
Yeah.
is how it will go. I don't care what you guys want to do. As a matter of fact, I can kick your ass again, and I can go ahead and take your power away. And guess what? I can give it to someone else who will follow my instructions.
Now, who would
Yeah.
he give it to?
No.
Also,
Random word.
Kyron said to look at his message. Let's be honest, though, the Armor Titan is not losing to the Beast. He said best, but I'm assuming he meant Beast. I'm assuming that's the message he's talking about.
Ortaga's not losing to the best Titan.
Bro, the Beast Titan is the best Titan. That's why he spelled it that way. So,
But Rhina did lose to Zeke though.
multiple times.
Yeah, he lost to him, but I think what it is, it's this question is, there's a lot of layers to it, because we know that there's been plenty of armor titans in the past, there's been plenty of beast titans in the past. Now, I will say there probably are certain beast titans that are not equipped at all to face the armor titan, and there are certain armor
Probably some
titans.
that aren't equipped for combat. I'm sure there's like a
Dr.
like a-
Saver. Dr. Saver was
Yeah.
not part of combat because one, he was very, very intelligent, very bright, right? He was the kind of the mind that was they needed to protect, but also he's not experienced with combat, you know? So, but to answer
the
Kyron's
Ram.
question there, did they show it? No, they just showed fucking Rhina in his beaten up, armored Titan form, you know? He's just there laying down freaking while
He's just
Bertold has
fucking
to...
cracked skull
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
Must have missed it.
They didn't show it, but it's
You
all
just see him
implied.
all like his Titan all like messed up.
Yeah,
When we
his
first see them
Titan
on top of the
body-
wall right before this scene that we just went through.
Yeah. And then the reason why he kicked his ass is because Rhino wanted to just leave. He's like, look, we just need to go back home. And
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Zeke was like, I'll tell you what,
That's too damn bad.
if you can beat me in a fight, then we'll leave. And I'm willing to bet that Zeke didn't even break a sweat.
I'm willing to bet that Zeke's big monkey arms grabbed him and fucking slammed like Hulk and Loki.
I say, what is up, my friend?
I say!
Jacob, what's up, dude? Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just talking about the Battle of the Titans. We're talking about Beast Titan versus Armor Titan and how Zeke beat Rhina. And I think what it is we understand Rhina
So
can
funny.
be out-strategized. He can be outsmarted.
Rhina knows how to make good calls when it comes to conducting others. Rhina is not so good at thinking for himself
Yeah.
because he doesn't even know what he's thinking half the time.
Yeah, very true. But I'm just willing to bet that, Zeke knows what the weak points are, and I'm sure he just
Zeke's just
exploited it.
smart.
And let's face it, these Jaegers can be damn manipulative.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's one of their best qualities is how
True.
manipulative they are. Like they can manipulate anybody. We saw it with
Manipulate
Aaron, obviously.
man.
Yeah, we saw it with Zeke. We sure as hell saw it with Grisha during that whole freaking backstory and stuff. Yeah, those Jaegers. Those Jaegers.
Basically.
The Jaegers
Basically.
too. But those Jaegers, they can go and be manipulative. So I'm sure that maybe.
I'm sure Zeke probably
was,
ticked off Rhina. Rhina charged at him. Zeke's probably like, your mom thinks you're a fucking failure. And Rhina charged at him.
Yeah.
And Zeke was just like,
You weren't even supposed to
Zeke
be
was
here
just
to
like-
begin with.
Zeke probably grabbed his arm and fucking just boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
I would love to see that animated.
challenge. And it's just full on like just shitting on him.
Oh, just fucking absolutely.
Yeah. You're gonna have your boyfriend Bertold save you again? That's right. I saw you lose to my little brother.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
He's like, no, you saw that?
No.
Oh, mommy.
I know.
Why are you calling for mommy? She doesn't even love
And then
you.
she doesn't
Yeah.
love you.
You
Don't
fake
call her.
warrior. Love you, fake warrior.
Yeah, Zeke. I would imagine Zeke. The Jaegerists are them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, it depends on who the user is. You know, like.
They got a whale beast titan.
So if we're talking, remember, we talked hypothetically about early on this episode, an armored Titan, Irvin. I think that
Armor Titan
fight was
Irwin
different.
fucks up Beast Titan Zeke 10 out of
Yeah.
10 times. I don't care. Back to back to back to back.
All right, interesting. What do you think, Lex? Do you agree with that?
I
Do you think,
completely agree.
You agree? Interesting.
If it's a different Beast Titan, well, then we got to figure out who the person is. But if it's
Yeah.
Zeke, Irwin fucking demolishes this man.
Now, which Beast Titan will put up a fight against? I'm curious. Is there one in mind? Is there somebody who would put up a fight against Irvin?
That I know of?
Yeah,
Your
a
dolphin.
character. What did you say?
Your dolphin.
My eagle.
my dolphin. Yeah.
My eagle. My
eagle.
Falco. My Falco Jaw Titan.
My
will
dolphin
fucking
is getting
fly down
fucking
on me.
wrecked.
Yeah, your dolphin is just.
I'm like, come into the water.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'll take you to the ocean. Let's go.
I want the idea of like my dolphin being like one of those like, just like looks like human body, but
Yeah, one
like
of
head
those,
or
like,
whatever. You know, it's like,
humanoid.
I'm just gonna be this walking freaking just like
Like
dolphin.
an anamorph in the middle of
Yeah, yeah,
transforming.
yeah.
You see AJ fucking tilt his head down, just.
Yeah.
Interesting. Or no, Kyra says, I mean, let's be honest. Have we ever seen Irvin actually fighting?
We saw him lose an arm and say, I said advance, God damn you.
I will say
Yeah.
he's not gonna
We've
quit.
seen his pain tolerance.
He has no
so-
quit. There you go.
I know it's a Falcon. I know it's a Falcon.
So Falco puts up a fight against Irvin.
no, well, I think so.
Well, actually,
Or no, against Zeke, mate. I think
Falco has the best potential. Depends on like when
Well,
you have him.
Falco's a Jaw Titan that has, I'm gonna just say beast-esque qualities.
Yeah.
Motherfucker can fly. Like we talked about, like how I'd be like an eagle, and I was like, I want that one.
yeah, there you
I
go.
want that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Falco was damn impressive, especially with how young he is and how quickly he was able to go ahead and just
Yeah.
really utilize every bit of his talent
I
as
say, I don't know if I
Titan.
could do that with my bat beast. I don't know if I'd be able
Motherfucker
to do that.
I know.
He dive bombed Aaron, bro. Like, shoo.
Lex Animorphs. You're carpeting yourself.
Hey.
Hey, don't talk shit on Animorphs, bro. That was the book back in the day. Those were the books.
Yeah,
I may or may not be.
interesting. So very quickly before we get to some of the other earlier questions, or the most recent chats, I like what Heisa says. I wonder how badass Levi would be as a Titan.
Oh, fucking unstoppable. I feel like Levi wouldn't even need to use them most of the time.
Yeah, I think that he needs to be very agile, and the one that comes to mind obviously is the jaw.
I could see Levi ejecting himself out of his Titan to fucking slash someone up and then immediately just fucking
Yeah, which was very
back
cool to
in.
see with Peak. Remember when Peak was just constantly getting out of her Titan form and then going
dude,
back and transforming?
unstoppable fucking conditioning, like hard.
Yeah, talk about stamina, right?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Lord, thank you.
But yeah, I think Levi would be an incredible Titan, of course. Now, which Titan he would be, I think the one that makes sense, obviously, again, is the Jaw Titan, something smaller for his frame and stuff, because we understand he's able to go out there and be very aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the word.
Aerodynamic using
aerodynamic, right?
Acrobatics.
Because of his frame. Now, if Levi is the freaking, colossal Titan, he's not going to be able to go out there and move around like he does, right?
Imagine if he had Falco's jaw and he could fly. I feel like he would have if Levi were to have a beast, he would get like a praying mantis.
Ooh,
And he'd be like Scyther.
that's interesting right there. I kind of like that a lot. Yeah, very cool. So again, Josh says Zeke is too arrogant and sadistic, and that would be his downfall. He'd lose to Irvin. I agree.
100%.
And Kyron says, while on tour, I met Gorilla. Now, see, I would be just like your friends. I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Sorry, my friend, but I don't know who that is.
You're old. I'm kidding.
I felt like
Carbon
an
dating
uncle.
yourself, Kyron.
Kaiser says that Falco was in elementary school and was still a badass
Yeah,
bird.
was
Yeah.
in elementary and was a bad. Yeah.
I will listen to some Gorilla Zoe songs for my son. I have them pulled up.
Josh says that he's more useful outside the Titan. He can solo any jaw, female attack, and beast and cart, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say environment takes a factor as well, depending on the environment he
True.
does.
If he doesn't have for ODM, then How many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man? I don't even remember the context of that scene. I just remember
That poor old man just stuck over in that freaking cycle of just being targeted. Did it have to do with the strangler?
Probably.
Yeah.
You just kept getting framed.
The slash slinging, the whatever.
No, it wasn't the hash slinging slasher. The hash slinging.
No, that was a different one. The other one was the strangler. Yeah, where he's like. Meanwhile, SpongeBob's like.
Yeah.
All you get is the
enjoying the little hug.
toy sound.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was the bully.
The bully.
They kept blaming the old man.
Yeah. That one episode did freak me out with the strangler because of, remember when he's helping him climb into the window and for whatever reason SpongeBob has those freaking large ass cleats.
Yeah.
And he pops the cleats into his eye socket.
Into his eyeball.
And he's just like, ah!
No, the SpongeBob episode that killed me was when they were moving Squidward's
Oh my god, I know what
bed.
you're gonna say. I hated it.
Yeah, the toenail scene.
When they're moving his couch.
And it rips off his toenail,
And-
or
What?
his tentacle nail.
It like he has like a tentacle with one big toenail and like
I'm gonna send you the video.
What the
so you
fuck?
can stop
Go.
it.
trying to move the sofa, but like SpongeBob obviously keeps messing up, moving it back and forth, and it's
I know what you're talking about now.
It's
Yeah, it's
on
the
the
crunching and
toenail,
stuff.
and
Yeah.
and then the
That's-
toenail
that's-
gets ripped
no,
off.
I just looked up Squidward. It says
What
13
about-
plus.
What about
Yeah.
what about not nearly as bad, but remember when freaking Squidward is like
Oh, the splitter.
Squidward is watching that he's watching the demise of Patrick and SpongeBob's friendship, right? And he's laughing at it and he swallows the freaking fork, whatever.
Oh yeah, and the
he's
part
yeah,
Yeah.
and then they show like the illustration of the freaking thing stuck
and you
there.
can
on the
see it
floor,
like
you know?
perfectly stuck.
It's
Yeah.
moving up and down. Ugh.
And then he just like dead. And then he gets brought back.
I recently watched
splintering
a
the thumb,
SpongeBob
yeah.
iceberg video. It was pretty cool.
Very cool.
I recommend.
Yeah, no, there's like
SpongeBob
this. It's like
podcast.
a splinter this long and it goes into his thumb.
Can
and
you guys
it's all
imagine
swollen.
if we did what we're doing now, but with SpongeBob, where we go and we do the voices and stuff like that?
Bro, I got a mean Patrick.
That's fine. I could be SpongeBob.
Is
I'll
mayonnaise
very
an
much-
instrument?
Could be Mrs.
Who would
Puff,
you be?
Pearl.
Come on, SpongeBob.
You would be all the girls.
Yeah, I'd be all the girls.
Yeah.
It's the simple study of wombology. I wumbo,
I'll be
you
Gary.
wumbo.
Squidward, yeah.
No, I'd pull up the.
Money.
What'd you say about Texas?
That was good. That was real good. I love it, guys. I love when we go ahead and go on a SpongeBob tangent.
SpongeBob.
You said Weast.
I thought you said Weast.
Dude.
You had it set to M for mini
My
when it should have been
message
set
tone
to
is
W for
you
Wumbo.
what? From the April Fool's episode.
I fucking love that.
Oh man, there's so many good
fucking
moments.
chocolate.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember back when they invented chocolate. I hate it. I hated it.
Yeah.
Hi, young lady. Is your mother around?
Yeah.
Ma!
What? What are they selling?
SpongeBob is so weird now.
It's
like
not
the
chocolate.
most recent season.
I heard they changed how he looks. I don't even want to. I don't want to watch it.
It's so weird now.
Yeah, I'm good. I got my SpongeBob.
I mean, it was weird back then, but it was like an unhinged weird. Now it's just like weird.
Yeah.
Now it's like, because they can't be like,
Is it like Rocco's Modern Life weird?
It's like no, because that's
no, because that wouldn't be
that
allowed
was
on
also
air.
like unhinged weird.
Oh.
No, it went from like being like
They did have
like
an
a
episode.
distributing weird to just like they can't do disturbing shit anymore because it's
Oh.
kids are
Yeah,
too
now it's just
sensitive.
like goofy
So now
weird.
it's just like stupid shit. Like there's no more barnacle heads and shit.
Yeah, now it's like just stupid. It's just like really goofy, like dumb humor.
It's just gonna
Got it.
make our kids
So it's like
Weird.
What does the fox say humor?
Kinda.
yeah.
That's
It's pretty
It's just
spot
like
on.
dumb
that's
humor.
terrifying.
What does the fox say?
SpongeBob. There's people. I'm not surprised that there's people that replicate.
Oh, dude,
some of
fuck
that.
yeah, they're so good. I love watching the video of the voice actors acting out a scene, but in real life, and they're doing the voices.
I know, it's great.
Yeah.
Are you hearing like the
You're talking about the actual voice actors, right?
yeah, what's his name? The one that does SpongeBob?
Tom Kenny.
Yeah, Tom Kenny.
Yeah.
When he's like I don't know what he's talking
You're
about.
talking about the one where he's cussing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he's talking
What the fucking fuck you doing?
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, motherfucker, dude.
yeah,
Like, I
like,
just don't.
fucker, dude. Yeah, and you know,
Oh, are
And I just
those-
don't want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Are those the bloopers and shit? I've seen bloopers where he's been like, he'll say a line, then he'll fucking mess it up, and he'll just start swearing.
Yeah,
Then
as
everyone just
SpongeBob.
starts losing their shit laughing.
Well, that's what they did in the episode where they're cussing, and
Yeah.
it's the dolphin noise, but it's like, you're supposed to like replace it with a fake cuss word, and they're like, can we just actually cuss and you just bleep it out?
Oh, it was yes, you're right. It's the episode
Yeah.
where they had the dolphin noises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just let it rip.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then you just bleep it out. Like, why do I need to like say like frick and fudge? And,
Fire on the poop deck.
You gotta just again.
yeah, like why do we need to be saying that if you're
full
not going to hear it
force,
anyways?
all, you know, hey, you guys want us to cuss? We're gonna cuss. You guys just bleep us out.
You know,
Mother of pearl. Fire on the poop
good
deck.
for them.
Why did I think of when you said mother of pearl? Made me think of the stupid freaking when he's like in love, whatever. He's like speaking like an idiot.
We're not talking about this. Or this.
And doesn't he need like a
We're
translator?
talking about this.
Doesn't he need like a translator who was like literally SpongeBob the translator or whatever?
Yeah, it's because it's him and Mrs. Puff.
Yeah.
He has a crush on Mrs. Puff.
We're not talking about this. We're not talking about this. We're talking about this.
Yeah.
Look, it's dots everywhere.
Bring it around town.
Oh my God,
Bring
we're
it
going down a rabbit hole.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Ah, SpongeBob is great. Definitely S tier. I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah. You what?
You what?
What are they selling?
Yeah, there you go. Love it. I feel like there has to be like quality plankton quotes.
There are.
Why can't I think of any right now? My leg. My leg.
Holographic meatloaf.
My favorite.
My favorite.
My favorite one is him going fucking, just him yelling.
Yeah.
I have that with fucking reverb in my phone somewhere.
Used for uranium bombs.
Bomb.
And is for no survivor.
What are you? I'm like, wait.
No.
Let me see.
Or the classic.
You know, Luca wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob growing
Oh
up.
my god.
So I want to make so many references to him, and I'll like start it, and I'll be like, oh my god, it's like that one episode where, and then I just like sit in defeat.
I've
Oh, I
done this
found it.
before. I've done this before with past episodes of the podcast. We were talking about SpongeBob. Mm-hmm. I like the picnic one
Yeah.
where you were supposed to explode.
Yeah, you were supposed to
And he goes,
explode.
Gary! You are gonna finish your food and you are gonna like it! How's that in Squidward?
How was that?
I know you got the
What do you
headset on. I love Plankton.
Good stuff. Quality.
Awesome.
Alrighty. So first look at the Cart Titan. First sound of the Cart Titan.
And it wasn't fucking Buenos dias, Porco.
No. It was very much what Lexi did. It was just like, War Chief Zeke.
Yeah.
War Chief Zeke.
War Chief Zeke.
Yeah. SpongeBob tasted Gary's food.
Yeah.
No.
Remember when Gary had a robe?
Yeah, the library, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that was the
Remember when they
dream
all turned
episode.
into Gary?
Oh, yeah,
my
that is a
God.
nightmare stuff.
I loved watching Patrick's rock.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay. Sorry, another sidetrack. Do you remember
Is this Mandela?
SpongeBob? I mean, do you remember Do you remember Squidward transforming into? Because remember, like it's like when you get bit, he got bit at the end.
Yeah.
And then he transforms, and then it's the end scene of them on the.
Yeah, they're
Going,
over there on top of
meow,
like,
meow,
the
meow,
freaking
meow.
picket fence or whatever.
He never transformed. It never happened. It's just
What?
this really weird jump cut. It's just this really weird jump cut of it jump cutting to he gets bit, and then it's like a fade to black. Not even like the bubbles transition. It's like a fade to black, and then it's meow 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 meow. It never happened.
Meow, 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 meow.
And who throws the boot?
What do you mean? It's right here. Oh, it's deleted scene.
They removed him. They removed it.
It was too
Cameron
graphic.
says they removed it. Wow.
Yeah, it's a deleted scene.
Yes, they removed.
Jeez.
Well, no. That's at the end. It's the actual scene of him transforming.
Was it Patrick? Patrick was the one that throws the freaking shoe. That makes sense, I guess, kind of.
Probably.
Meow,
But
meow, meow, meow.
the actual of him
I want
transforming.
chicken. I
want to
want
say
liver.
it never happened.
Meow
It's
mix,
like
meow mix, please deliver.
that was us all through.
Din din.
Dun, dun.
Din din.
But
Will you clam up?
I want to say I want to say that it just like never existed, and a bunch of people remember like an actual transformation.
That song's a banger, low key.
Oh my god, that song is so good.
Yeah.
Gary, come home. I was wrong. Yeah, he never transformed.
Gary, no, you know. Yeah, I was wrong. I messed up.
I also
and
vividly
now
remember
you're
an
gone.
episode where there's a bunch of insinuated. Let me know if you guys remember this too, because apparently it never happened. Because I've been asking everyone about it, and I guess it never
Gary,
happened.
I'm sorry,
I vividly
I
remember an episode
neglected
of Squidward, like doing a bunch of like insinuated suicidal stuff, but it wasn't actually happening. Like he would like, oh, I can't seem to be happy, and then he would like stick his head in an oven and pull out cookies to be like, oh, he's not actually gonna fry himself. He just pulled out cookies. And there's also a scene where he's like, I just can't seem to be happy, and he throws a rope over like one of the like barriers beams in his house, and he's pulling the rope, thinking you think he's gonna pull up a
Why
noose.
do I remember this?
You think he's gonna pull up a noose, but he actually pulls up a bird cage with a bird singing. And
It
he's
probably also was removed.
well, the thing is that I'm asked, like, I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, well.
And I
probably
vividly-
for good reason.
I
They probably
vividly
want
remember-
that thing to be removed from
I
reality.
vividly remember
Oh my God,
this.
it's right here. I can't seem to get.
Yeah, but it's not.
Gary, I'm sorry I neglected you. Oh,
Yeah,
I never
why-
expected you to run away and leave me feeling this empty.
Yeah,
You're
why?
me out right now. What sounds like
Why?
music to me.
Why is that a thing and it's never talked about?
I mean, that's like Tom and Jerry at the finale, and they're sitting on the railroad tracks.
Yeah, but Tom and Jerry, Boomerang's got some deep stuff.
Yeah.
Old cartoons are something else, man.
Alrighty. And when Patrick is holding him and Squidward says, I wonder if this height is high enough to kill me. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, Squidward's just suicidal. But then they have the whole
Poor guy.
Squidward suicide creepypasta. And they actually did like an homage to it in one of a recent SpongeBob episode, but then they had to cut it because apparently even just paying homage to it isn't good.
Very cool. Gotta love it, guys. Well, do we have any other final thoughts?
I do not, actually. I'm really excited for the next week's episode.
Yeah, so Kyron says, we need to have a portion of the stream just for this. I love it. Some people stream for like 7 hours.
Ay, ay, ay.
Damn.
Honestly, no. Some people do
I don't
just
I
chat
don't
for
have
like
that
fucking
time.
ever.
That's crazy. I'm down to go out and freaking start just chatting about random shit after, when we're done
We
with
always
the
do
story.
anyways.
It's fun. It's fun just chatting about random shit with you guys.
We always talk about random shit anyways. So.
Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, so this is Ryan and Bertol's final conversation. And all Rhino wanted to do was just freaking try to embarrass Birdie.
He told him to make his fucking. He's like, hey,
Save your beloved.
I know.
that was honestly. I remember when he first said that. I was like, ha! I get called
What
out.
the hell? Is this Warrior Rhino or is this Soldier Rhino?
9, the MHA movie with 9. Which movie is that?
Oh, that's
Is that the one on the island?
Yeah.
That one's fuck. Oh, is that Heroes Rising?
That's
or is
the
that...
one where you see Shigaraki at the end. He kills 9.
So good. I haven't seen the newest one.
Yes, I love Shigaraki so much.
God, I love JJK.
I just want him to be happy.
The guy that Shiggy kills, yeah.
Yeah. I like how that's how you remember him. Like the guy with the mask that Shigaraki kills.
We're all rooting for Shiggy, right? We're all rooting for him.
Raggy.
All right, guys. I think that's what we got. I think we're good. I think that we covered everything in this first breakdown of season 3, episode 15, part 1. There were some weird moments. There were some sad moments. But hey, we got everything. And Bertold has Rhina's back, and we'll see that in the coming episodes.
It's got more than that under his foot too.
Yes, so we get to talk about transformation of character development. When we see Bertold next, he's very much a different Bertold too.
Yeah.
He has ears.
He has ears. There you go. Very cool.
Wants to hear it.
All right, guys. So that's what we got for you guys in this episode. That wraps up another episode of the Attack Talk podcast. This is season 3 that we're covering. Remember, guys, new episodes will be streamed live on Twitch every single Sunday. And if there's any changes, make sure you guys follow us over on Instagram at Attack Talk Podcast for all of your updates. We're so happy to be back. We will be continuing to go out there and stream live. We'll make sure to get these episodes available Fridays. But again, you guys will get your updates over on the Instagram. There was an issue with last week's, or I should say with the last episode, Thunder Spears Part 2, where it didn't get published. That's because, again, as I mentioned at the start of the episode, we took time to go ahead and just not focus on any of this stuff, but the VOD is only up for 2 weeks, so we just missed that window. But again, it was all worth it just to kind of, again, just have that peace of mind of just being able to go out there and just enjoy the world around us, not worry about the whole kind of, again, just like the whole podcast business side of it of just like, let's make sure we get everything, you know. So that's our bad, but again, also we were just enjoying life, you know. But we'll make sure to get the next episode available for you guys. And when you do, again, the update will be over on Instagram. Again, huge thanks to everybody that had us in your Spotify Wrapped and everybody that just listens to us in general. I mean, again, it means the world to us. You guys just continue to support us. You guys are incredible. We love you guys so freaking much. And again, it always blows my mind that this is in my life.
I know.
You know?
I can't orient my heart the right way. There we go.
There it is. But yeah, guys, I love you guys so much. And we mentioned Nate earlier. We mentioned Nate.
I love that dude.
Nate was in town.
Love that kid.
Obviously, he's your brother. He is our family as well, with the podcast fam and stuff, you know, and we're so grateful for him. And let's give a shout out again to Nate, because Nate works very hard for the podcast. He has a lot of stuff that he's focusing on, and he takes time again to really help out us with the podcast, help out us with publishing, and huge shout out to Nate. NatePlaysBad over on his channels. He also has
you guys should go in his chat and spam him to make more beanies, because I want one.
There you go. Spam him for some merch. But yeah, make sure we go ahead and support Nate, because Nate does a lot for us.
And then if he gets me streaming, you guys will hear about it.
Yeah.
Fucking playing video games and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Heisa says, let's move forward in 2024. And that's still so crazy to me that 2024
Fuck,
is
dude.
literally
Years
so,
going by too quick.
So freaking, it's like right around the corner. All right, guys. So, what also is around the corner is Christmas. Now, I hope that, you know, we're starting to plan at least for, you know, if we are doing some gift giving, you know, just we're in the planning stages. Maybe we are already purchasing some gifts. But if you guys are looking for any sort of anime merch, remember, guys, remember. There's a link in our link tree. The link tree is available in our bio, in our profile page over on Instagram. That link tree will take you to our different platforms where you want to watch us, but also there's a merch opportunity to go ahead and buy some anime stuff. If you guys are looking to go out there and, you know, do some shopping for people that you care about, go ahead and see what Fandomion has available for you guys. Fandomion has a lot, and if you see something that you like and you have a couple things added to your cart, not your cart Titan, but your cart, you know, because that would be cool if you added some items to your cart, loaded up your cart Titan, you're going out about your business and stuff. That'd be really, really cool. But no, use that promo code. Again, promo code is LEX, LEX, promo code LEX for 10% off of you guys' purchase order.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just a way to go ahead and kind of help out, but also you guys are helping us out by using that promo code. So again, it's a mutual support that we're doing to help each other. And
whoa, Heisa. I mean, we do have a P.O. box, but...
Can I give you stuff? No.
But
please don't.
Please don't buy us stuff.
What I want you guys to do...
money, just your love.
All we want is just you to join in the stream and have fun.
Yeah, the best gift that you guys could give us, again, is just your support and time. And that's all we need from you guys. We don't want you guys' money. We don't want gifts. You know? Link the P.O. box.
It's in our link tree.
Yeah, the P.O. box is in the link tree. But again, guys, you guys do not need to get us anything at all.
We just want your love, support, appreciation. Just like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ring
all it
that
is.
bell.
Ring that bell for notifications every time we go live.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm not gonna do that. Imagine that's how I stream. Fucking.
What is
Sometimes
up,
you just
guys?
have
What's up, YouTube?
You just have to go full Rhina, dude. And just
No.
go full method. You know, become the streamer.
These
This is what it is.
Whoa.
You know,
What happened to Marco?
he rubs his hand there like the pattern room. Beautiful. But again, please don't do that, guys. Please don't go and buy us any gifts and stuff. Please don't do that. What we, again, like Zach mentioned, like I mentioned, we just want you guys' time and support, and that means the world to us. Yeah. Shout out to all of our amazing friends. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Attack to Talk Levi squad. You guys are incredible. The OGs. You guys have been with us through just day one, really. Like Kyron says here in chat, almost 3 years with you
I
guys.
know, it's crazy.
And it's unbelievable.
Time goes by so fast.
It does. So this week we will have a Q&A and a poll question. So make sure you guys go ahead and look out for that. They usually will be posted on Fridays and Saturdays. So and again, you guys know one of the things that we really do enjoy over in this podcast is being able to see your guys' feedback and your guys' insight and perspectives and stuff, because there's so many times where we may think we have an idea and a response on whatever the Q&A question is, or even results with what the poll question is, and then you guys go out there and really enlighten us sometimes, or really go out there and change our minds, which is a beautiful thing. So make sure you guys go ahead and give us that awesome feedback, because it's very much appreciated, guys. All right, so we're finally going to go out there and get to a final close, and I want to say that I love you guys so much. This is AJ signing off. Make sure you guys spread that love and positivity, yeah, I love you guys so much. That's all I got for you guys. Hopefully my friends have some words of wisdom for you guys. But just remember, guys, the Attack to Talk loves you all so much, and I'm so happy that we are back. I'm so happy that we're going to continue on with the story. I've talked about how it's like we're getting to some good stuff, but we really are. We really are getting into some good stuff. Can you sign my Shiggy hand? Whoa, that would be an honor. Again, yeah. Kyrie says, I'll have to send Zach a modded controller for Smash. That's the only way he'll beat me.
Oh, you motherfucker. You think, okay. You think you're tough shit. You think you're tough shit. I'll beat you with the fucking Joy-Con. I'll beat you with the tiny remote. I got you.
With the Joy-Con.
I'll beat you with the Joy-Con. I don't give a fuck, bro.
I love it.
Oh, Kyron, it's on, bro. When you come down, it's on. Like Donkey Kong. I don't even play Donkey Kong.
All right, guys. I'm AJ. I love you guys so much. I'll let my friends go ahead and say goodbye to you guys.
What's my little piece of advice today? You go first.
How do I word this? I think someone stole the stars and put them in your eyes. See you guys next week.
Don't pet koalas. They have chlamydia.
Ooh, wow. Okay, those are the
Random
words of
fact
wisdom.
of the day.
Okay.
All right, guys. We love you guys so much. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.